As much as I like that song, I think should probably start up the game. Peace to the world, Muntar is here. Hello all. Welcome to a new game. We're gonna be starting up Zero Escape. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. So I do know the story about this game already. I don't remember everything about it, but I remember most of the things. I don't remember most of the puzzles though, so that's gonna be the fun part. Couple things. First off, if there is sound delay, tell me. I'm pretty sure I synced everything up, but I didn't actually check with a live thing. And if volume is... let's actually go to here. Does this sound fine? Can everybody hear me? Is, like, the game too loud? Is the music too loud? I have voices up a bit high, and I might have to change that later, but I figured that voices are probably the least overpowering thing, and I will probably not talk too much when they're talking anyway. Sounds fine so far. And, like, the, sounds looks to sync. Awesome. So then, that's good. Let's start up. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Are you sure you want to save here? No, not really, but I will anyway. This game is fiction. All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictitious. There are 2 modes of play, novel and adventure. You can switch in and out of each interchangeably. So here we have some metal. Ah, the number 9. An 8. 7. Ah, a boat. I wonder what this is about. I'm so clever. Yeah, numbers, they're scary. Why are numbers so scary? 2, 1. Blast off. Oh. Well, game's over. We caused an explosion, so, that's all that was needed, right? A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open.
What the?
As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surrounding.
Ow!
What he said. With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw his hand out to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air.
What? Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! His balance lost and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei tumbled down to the cold, gray floor.
Ouch! God damn it! Ah! What the hell?
I'm gonna try and keep it as novel for most of this. Junpei glared around the room, still trying to determine where he'd woken up. The fall had shaken the last cobwebs of sleep from his mind. He finally understood where he'd fallen from. A bed!
A bed?
A level 3 bunk bed, in fact. Junpei had fallen, apparently from the topmost bunk. Ugh, that must hurt.
Fell pretty far. That really hurt.
Maybe I remember more about this game than I thought. His shoulder hurt, his knees hurt, his hip hurt, his entire body hurt. He could feel a bump forming on his forehead where he'd slammed it against the low ceiling.
Damn, my eyesight's kind of blurry. Must have hit my head.
Thank you, narration, for...
Oh, wait. That's not it.
I couldn't have hit my head. First, he thought the tremor had run through his legs, just another effect of his rude awakening. But as he looked around, he realized it was real. The whole room was shaking.
An earthquake. But it's shaking too fast for that.
I don't know, you can have some pretty fast earthquakes. You have some pretty good shaking. Good thing he didn't land poorly. That was a significant drop. Yeah, 3 high bunk bed is pretty high up. Then again, Junpei had no idea what it was. What it was, if not an earthquake.
Anyway.
Junpei rubbed the growing bump on his head and gingerly climbed to his feet. His balance regained, he finally took his first good look around the room. And muttered to himself.
Where?
That's it. Just where? Where? Werewolf. Werewolf? Their wolf. Their castle. Why are you talking like that? I thought you wanted me to talk like that. No, I didn't. Am I what? A momentarily forgotten minutes passed while Junpei struggled to get to his bearings. Good, that rumbling stopped. And as suddenly as he began, the tremors ceased. No, those tremors were not sudden. They were prolonged. They were very prolonged.
Wait, it stopped?
Yes, it did, Junpei. Old silence fell over the room. I'm gonna have fun with this. From somewhere far away, Junpei could hear the sound of metal squeaking.
What's that sound?
It's a mouse, clearly. In an attempt to distract himself, Junpei looked around the room once more. Yep, still a furnace. There was a stove that looked more antique than functional. Still some beds. The three-level bunk bed had mattresses that were so thin they were little more than blankets. And the blankets were barely even blankets. The other side of the room was an identical bed, and set in the wall between the bed was a slightly dirty iron door.
That's...
a door. First thing Junpei noticed about the door was the number roughly emblazoned across it. On the surface of the door, in red paint, someone had written 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Thunderbirds are 5.
5?
Yes.
What's this 5 mean?
It means the Thunderbirds are 5. Suspicious and still utterly confused, Junpei approached the door slowly. Is this door ajar? I don't think so. Right? I don't think so, anyway. Standing in front of the door, Junpei grabbed the L-shaped hook. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result.
It won't open.
It didn't matter how much he pushed and shoved, the handle wouldn't budge. Next to the door was an odd-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader.
What's this? Is this keeping the door shut?
Maybe. Junpei knocked hard on the door. Open up!
Hey! Hello? Is anyone there?
I have a pizza here for you.
Open the door!
There was no response. Man, nobody wanted a pizza. Junpei threw his left fist into the door. And stopped.
Huh? What the hell is this?
He wasn't really sure what else to say. On his left wrist was a bracelet of sort he'd never seen before. A watch. In the center was a large LCD display.
A watch? It doesn't look like one.
What? This looks exactly like a watch. The only thing is that it only has one number.
5.
Yes.
That's the same as the door.
Thank you. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was that the strange and new, and he was strange and new, and he wanted it off. This totally cramps my look. Doesn't go with any of my outfits. There's no reason to remove the watch, but...
What? How do I take this off?
The other side of the bracelet was solid. No buckle, no clasp, nothing. Those look like clasps. What? He sighed, flipped the thing back over. There was a number of rivets around the rim of the face. Perhaps.
Maybe pushing something on this will work?
Argentinian kid would have looked cool whenever I was a kid. Oh yeah, definitely. Junpei, the fashion king. He pushed them, but nothing happened. On a watch, they might be dials for adjusting date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing.
Nothing. Damn.
Nothing.
Guess I'll have to force it off.
Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However... If I vibrate my arm hard enough, it will fly off.
No good. This stupid thing won't come off.
I will vibrate my molecules in order to phase through the watch. Steel ring ran from the face around Junpei's wrist and back to the face. He wouldn't be pulling the bracelet off anytime in the near future.
What the hell is the deal with this thing?
Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to fully dawn on Junpei. So much was happening, none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode.
Where am I? And why the hell am I here? Why?
Why not?
What the hell happened to me?
You got thrown into a cell. Oh.
My head.
Yeah, hitting your head on the roof will do that to you. Pain bloomed, but he did his best to shake it off. He raised his head.
Huh.
Oh. It was at that moment that he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed in riveted brass, like a window from an early 20th century ship.
Hold on. Am I on a ship?
I'm on a boat and... Junpei walked slowly towards the window. He could see nothing. What the heck? I thought a bug was, like, climbing on top of me. See nothing beyond it but thick, impenetrable darkness.
I can't see anything. If only it wasn't so dark outside.
Junpei squinted, trying to see something. Anything. It was at that moment.
Huh? What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
In case of emergency, don't break glass.
What the hell is going on here?
Well, it's an emergency, apparently. It's just a bunch of water casually flowing throughout. Crack split the glass of the window, and for a moment, Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst, and water began pouring into the room.
What the hell? God damn it!
Poor guy. Junpei yelled and spun around. His feet slipped on the water, already coming through the window. He ran to the door.
Hey! Anyone! Is anyone there?
You tried this already.
Come on! If you're there, say something!
Something. There was no reply. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. And it's now ankle deep on the floor. That looks a bit further than ankle deep. Quickly rising towards his knees.
It's not stopping.
Like, that's level with the bed. I guess maybe that one would be a bit lower, but still, that definitely looks like it would be mid-calf at the very lowest.
Not good. Not good at all. Okay. I need to find a way out, and fast.
Let's go. Junpei ran a hand across his forehead, brushing the sweat out of his eyes, and looked around the room. Oh, Jed, maybe he has very tall ankles. Eyes. Seek a way out. Alright, third-class cabin. Operations during an escape. During escape, you are restricted to the area. Your goal, search around to uncover how to unlock the door. There are items and hints in the room that will help you escape. Use the cursor to select a location you find suspicious to search the room. Use L and right bumper to walk around the room. Left stick controls. Move the left stick during escape to use the cursor. Use X to speed up movement. A to search. Okay. This is suspicious. Water just keeps pouring through the window. It's like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something in the window is going to stop the water. In other words, I don't want to die. I need to find a way out of this room. I have to figure this out. There's a table. Water's pouring onto it like a little waterfall. I don't see anything useful. Oh. Okay. About items. Once you obtain an item, you will be able to go into the item screen. Pressing Y will take you to the item screen. Note from the bulletin board. Oh my goodness. This is really sensitive controls. Okay, so it's like solid red, transparent, solid blue, transparent blue. Investigating with an item, the item visible lower left, currently in hand. When you close the item will be in the hand. Oh, while investigating the room, you may trigger a reaction. Try switching items handy in different locations. Quickly change between items. What are you? Picture frame. Oh, picture frame. There's a picture of a ship on it. There's screws keeping it in the back of it. No, it's got triangles in red and triangles in blue. Sink do anything? Doesn't seem like anything hidden in the sink. This is the only drain in the room. I forget, is there a way to, like... Is there, like, a thing in, like, in Danganronpa that will just show, just like, hey, yeah, here are the things you can interact with? Because that would be really nice. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. Oh, it looks like there is. Key! A key! Yes, a blue little key. Odd. Small key, blue. Door on the stove. Well, it opens easy enough. Sure wish the door would get out. If you get out of here was easy enough to open. Screwdriver. Combine. Yep. Screwdrivers. And we got the picture. What's on the back? So, 6 4. No, not 6. 7 4 6 3. 7 4 6 3. At least from what I'm gonna have a look see here anyway. 7 4 6 3. Let's put that into there, so I don't have to worry too much later on. Combining items. Already done. Screwdriver, huh? Wonder why it's here. If I had to guess, this probably has a combination on it. No dice Loctite. Let's see if there's anything on the keyhole. Alright, let's see if I put this. Ah, nothing. Got the coal. During escape, your investigating mission trigger one of several minigames. All the operations for the minigames are done by pressing left stick and A. Some minigames require you to manipulate something. Others will only require you to apply the right objects or press the right thing. Operation instructions. Pressing dial cause them to move to the next number. Enter 4 this way and please press enter. If the number is correct, it will unlock. So 7 4 6 3. That juice. Keep it cool, find some more clues. Let's check items then. Okay. That is 7. That is 4. That should be right. What? Is it upside down? That doesn't make any sense. That wouldn't make any sense. Also, hi, Flaming Bagel Christ, how are you? Oop, whoopsie. Not that one. Here, let's try it upside down. Okay. So, that'll be 1 8 2 9. 1 8 2 9. Let's try that out. If the audio suddenly cuts out, that's because I'm tabbing out in order to type into the chat. I don't think that's the right answer. If I had to guess, I'm probably doing something wrong. So, 1. Okay. Okay, that's definitely... It can't be that, then. What? What? I'm really confused, then. Okay, it can't be upside down, then. This has to be the way that it should be. Like, that is... 7? 4? 7, 4, 6, 3. Alright. I apparently don't have enough clues then, so let's explore a little bit more. Ah, red key.
I should probably hold on to this key.
Yeah, you think?
Oh, what's up with my face?
Man, I look so Man, I did not do my hair well this morning. It came out
like
terribly.
A zombie. Man, what the hell happened to me?
Also, yeah.
How did I end up here? I left work, headed back to my apartment, and...
And, even as he said it, something in his mind opened, and a memory bobbed to the surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in the strange room. It was past midnight when he came home. Junpei shuffled up the stairs and opened the door to the apartment 201. Inside was his... yes, inside of apartment 201 was an apartment, thank you, game. A small one-bedroom affair that ran him about $630 a month. He moved in when he earned his when he entered college, and so far he'd been there 3 years and 7 months.
Back. Not like anyone will respond.
Oh, I did that. I definitely did that. Step inside, turn on the lights. The fluorescent lights of the ceiling blinked and flickered slowly to life as if waking from a deep slumber.
Man, work was rough today.
Their cold light illuminated the landscape he'd come home to so many times before. Everything was as he'd left it. The magazines piled in the corner, the textbooks collecting dust, the CD cases covering the floor, the jeans and t-shirt he'd worn the day before, then tossed onto the floor. There's one thing that didn't belong, however.
Huh? A breeze.
White curtain framing his window swayed gently in the cold wind.
That's weird. Did I leave that open?
Junpei walked toward the window, trying to remember if he'd closed it or not before he left. One of the panes was hanging open. He stuck his head out and looked around.
Everything looks okay. I must have forgotten to close it.
He closed the window. Then it happened. A gas mask! Junpei turned and found himself face to mask with a man dressed in all black. The man wore a deep hood and a bulky gas mask. His face was entirely hidden. Suddenly he couldn't finish. Junpei tried to yell, but all he could manage was a strangled croak.
I can't...
I can't believe it's not butter. Junpei collapsed on the floor, a crumpled heap of limbs, like a discarded puppet. Too late, he noticed the white smoke that was quickly filling his apartment. A small object, shaped distressingly like a grenade, sat on the floor in front of his face. Hissing, the white smoke poured out of it at an incredible rate. Smoke had grown so thick that the details of Junpei's apartment began to fade into the white haze. He could feel his mind begin to fade as well, white haze that was not the smoke creeping into the edges of his vision. And then whiteness.
A privilege. You have been chosen.
Yay! A rasping voice wormed its way out of the gas mask. It was cold and harsh and distorted in some way Junpei couldn't put his finger on. Maybe with electronics.
You are going to participate in a game.
Oh boy, I love games.
The memory game.
Never heard of it.
It is a game where you will put your life on the line.
Okay, I've done that a couple of times. A couple of high-stakes poker games. That was the last thing Junpei remembered. White smoke overpowered him, the masked man faded from his vision, and he felt his consciousness fall away into the white mist.
That's right.
By the way,
The
like,
guy with the gas mask.
Junpei, you know that you're still drowning right now, right?
That son of a bitch must have taken me here. When I get my hands on him...
He ground his teeth in frustration and strained to remember anything about his attacker's figure.
Well, I guess there's no way to know if that was a man or not.
The voice had been cold and mechanical, likely passed through a voice changer, and the body had been covered in a thick cloak.
Just who was that? They said, you have been chosen.
You are the chosen one, Junpei. What it might mean, that was beyond
What
him.
the hell is going on?
Good
Why
thing
me?
this isn't a time puzzle. Yeah, that's really helpful. There was only one thing from his memory that seemed important.
You are going to participate in a game. The memory game.
The memory game.
It is a game where you will put your life on the line.
The nonary game. Huh.
Huh.
What the hell is a nonary game? God damn it!
Apparently it involves drowning. With a yell, Junpei drove his fist into the mirror. There's nothing left on the mirror. Alright. Well, I can reach the sponge, might as well look in it. Huh. Damn, nothing here. Bring myself calls bed. Feels like a board with a sheet on it. It's pretty flat. I've got it! If I pull off these sheets and shove them in the window, maybe that'll stop the water. Alright, window, let's see how you like this. Shoot. That's not gonna happen. There's a way too much water coming through there. No way these sheets are gonna be enough to plug up that window. Because there's only one way I'm gonna live through this. And it's getting the hell out of this room. After all, there isn't really anything else I can do. Can't see the bottom of the ladder. Oh man, the water's already up to the bottom bunk. I gotta hurry this up. Anything on the top bunk? It's probably at the end of bed. There's nothing up top. Oh, wait a second. Oh, is it actually gonna be this stupid? Okay, put the key in. Now I just need to enter the right numbers and... No. Is there any way to take it out anymore? Oh, there's a curtain here. Hey! Just a blueberry cave. Yes, there's locked this one and it's not opening. Wrong button. Alright, let's get it. It's not opening. In fact, it's not doing anything at all. Well, alright, just move the dial, so it looks like to then turn the key. Let's give it a shot! Alrighty. Oh goodness, is this a stupid binary thing? Certainly possible. You know what? Okay. I'm just going to try the number that wasn't working there. Okay, did not work. Yeah, and that only goes up to 5, so that's not it. Okay. That doesn't give that doesn't go below that either. Is there a way to get this to add up to 74? Let's see if that'll work. That didn't work. Oh well. Okay. Not opening. Wonder if I got a might hint. I think I should put the right numbers and turn the key. Yeah, but what are the right numbers? Like, that is definitely 74, but I don't understand how I'm supposed to get 74 written on here. It's a closet. Thank you. Is there anything else I can interact with? Light bulb, no. Pair of chairs, water's already up to the chairs. Nope. There's a rebound, maybe if I try and pull it. Just making random display hasn't changed. Why do I have a few... I think I remember this being actually pretty stupid, where it's like something to do with like I need to like get the number on each of the getting the number on each of the briefcases actually doesn't do anything. Can't get 7 onto this. Can't get 7 onto this one though. Oh goodness. Okay, how's the binary supposed to work for this? Like, that's 0, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So that's supposed to be 4, but I can't change this down. Can't get that to 74. You can't get to 74 with just 4 numbers. 1, 1, 1, there we go. Anything else that I could be missing anywhere? Make sure there's nothing else on here. Nothing much here. Okay, I can't click on the coat hangers. Anything down there? No. Curtain is already open. I'm sure everybody who remembers this game is like screaming at me. There's a briefcase. Is there anything I can use? Still just water coming from there. Nothing on there. Bulletin board, there's nothing on it. 5, hon. What does this mean? Nothing. That doesn't look very comfortable. Thank you, Junpei. God, it's something to... Something to do with getting 70... It's something to do with getting 74 on the first briefcase and 63 on this one, but I don't know how exactly. Wait a second. No, that doesn't work either. Or does it? Oh, no. Just this? No, that would be too easy. Right number and turn the key. I'm supposed to be able to do it from these. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, doing it upside down doesn't help. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Some dust around here. Making sure nothing in the stove. Nope. It's a bread briefcase, thank you. Nope. That was too much to hope for. Okay. Oh, is it gonna be this stupid? Darn, I was really hoping it was gonna be that stupid. Alright, I'm gonna ask this question. Am I reading the note right? Is this supposed to be 7463, or is this a different number? I'm gonna try and figure it out myself, but I want to figure out if I'm not. I just want to know if I am reading this note correctly or not. Because it looks like that's how it's supposed to be. Because it's solid. Because it's solid in upper left, lower, blank in lower right. That's 7, and that is 4. Don't remember details of this puzzle. Oh, joys. Missing something else. Is it a clue that I'm missing somewhere? Because if I'm missing a clue somewhere, then, it's an old stove. Thank you. Well, the water ain't gonna stop anytime soon. It's a pipe. I know, I'll crawl into the pipe and find a way out. There's nobody here to make fun of my lame jokes. Man, this sucks. Thank you, Junpei. Nothing in the mirror. Nothing left on the mirror. Not something stupid I have to mirror, is it? That wouldn't make any sense. Space Moon and Ben Seal. I don't think I ever space it over. I bet money to poor passengers and maybe the ship's crew. Gonna die someday, but I sure as hell don't want it to be here. Is it another item that I'm missing, or do I have everything? And nothing on the file, so it's not some sort of... Well, it might be some sort of stupid math thing that I just don't know, but, not giving it to me, in which case I can blame everything. Believe you're missing an item. Where, then? Oh, he's paying a big red 5. Somebody paid a big red 5. I'm on the other side of the bed, trying to remember. And the hanger's on the pole. Okay, I could click on this, but it wasn't working then. Whatever. Not that it ended up helping, but... Have a guide open now. Yeah. It's a table! Water is pouring like a waterfall. Filling the water. Chairs. What am I thinking? Sit down and relax. I won't be draining any water here, I guess. Okay, it's not the tap. Bulletin board! Yay! Okay, Zeva, if you have a guide, tell me if it's an item. If it's not an item, if it's an item, I might ask where it is, but just tell me that first. I will give a little bit more attempt to add to this. God damn it. I'm mad. Alright, 7-4. Okay, so it's 7-4. For the red one, it is 7-4-8-5. Wait, it can't be 8-5. What? Hold on. No, never mind, it can't be 8-5. I thought that this was the one that didn't go above that. 7-4-8-5. Yay! Yes, I unlocked it! It's opening! Bag of red cards. Yeah, take the cards. Thank you. Actually, let's check the items. So it is, 0-2. 0-2. 0-2-6-3. Yay. Yes, alright, it's opened up. Yes, it opened. Looks like there's something in here. What is this? A file? File screen. If you... What? There's that to open the file screen. Alright, let's see what's in this file. Digital root. Let's see here. Compute a digital root with the following steps. First, add all the numbers in question to another. If you end up with something greater than a single-digit number, add the digits to one another. For instance, if you have a double-digit number, add the number in the tens place, number in the ones place. Keep adding numbers until you have a single-digit answer. That final single digit is your digital root. Sample digital root of 678 would be 6 plus 7 plus 8, 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. Therefore, the digital root of 678 is 3. Digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. 1 is equal to 10, plus 1 is 0, plus equals 1. Therefore, digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1. I see! You just keep adding numbers until I get a single-digit number. Oh, it looks like something on the back of this thing. A notebook, a pen, a calculator, and a stack of keycards. Huh. Okay. No. Looks like some key cards, a number written on each card, 6, 7, 8. Does that mean something? Number 1, 2, 3. New material is out on the file screen. Calculator. Alrighty. And I need to get the digital root of 5 from these key cards. Okay, what is the quickest way to get 5? I have 1, 2, 3. Which... I mean, 2 and 3 would do that then. I would think. Alright, let's see if they work. And... oh, okay, it's using all of them. Oh, it's not working. Why? Damn it. No, that's right. Still have the cards I haven't used. 6 plus 7. Let's see, 6 plus 7 is 13. Plus 8 is 21. That would be 3. Well, that won't work either. Not again. There aren't any more cards in here. Well, I got one other hint. Of course, the files. The file said something about a digital root. A digital root, huh? What does it do to do with? There's a 5 on that door. Do I have to get a digital root of 5? Not sure about this. Whatever, it's worth a thought. Let's see if this works. Slide the cards, give me a digital root. Operating instructors, select 3 cards. Digital root selected cards will be displayed. Selecting reselect will deselect all currently selected cards. After you selected 3 cards, oh, I have to actually select 3 cards. Man, why can't I just do 2 and 3? That would be so easy. Okay. Let's see. That's 10. No, that won't work. 2 and 3 is 5, but I can't get a 9 with that. 7 plus 6. Okay. There we go. Alright, think it's gonna work. Think this is gonna work. There we go. That's a new noise, huh? Did it unlock? Well, that light was red, now it's blue. One light's red and the other's blue. When you play them up, it's party cruise. I'm keeping in me here and time to go. Yay! That took longer than it should have. You found it! Thought I clicked on that pillow. Okay, that was way louder than I was expecting. That water sound was a lot louder than I was expecting. How did that sound for you guys? Accompanied by a wall of angry water, Junpei shot out of the room and in the opposing wall. Yeah, we were...
Ow!
The water tossed and turned him like a washing machine, and he only stopped rolling when he hit his head on the wall. Man, poor head.
My head. Wait, is it over?
Maybe.
Whew.
No, Junpei, this boat is still flooding. Like, getting out of the room may have prevented you from drowning in the room, but it's a very large hole in a boat that's... Interestingly enough, opening that door probably doomed the entire ship.
That felt too much like being flushed down a toilet. Damn.
Junpei struggled to his feet in the still rushing water.
Well, better than drowning, I guess.
I love how this looks like they literally just took a picture of water and superimposed it on the background.
Am I in a hallway?
Water had followed him out of the room, was rapidly pouring out of the door. It flowed quickly down the hallway and slammed into the foot of the short flight of stairs.
Oh.
Just 5 steps, in fact. And at the top of this short staircase...
A door! Another door!
All hail the door gods!
Damn this water! Ugh. Let me go!
Water and water and water, water and water and water, water and water and water, water and water and water. Junpei left up the stairs straight for the door.
Oh, yes, it opened.
Door burst open. Junpei exploded out of it, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible What other possible response could there have been to what he saw?
What? What the hell?
Not more stairs! Boys trailed off, and all he could do was stare. I get it. I get it. Because there's stairs. A polished floor stretched out before him, an ornate staircase rising from the edges, each one of them equidistant from the others. Stairs and pillars were solid wood, and oh goodness, I don't remember how to pronounce this. Whatever. Embellishments and decorations cover the wall and pillars. They look like nothing as much as the entrance of a luxurious mansion from the early 1900s.
This is the inside
Is it
of
nouveau?
a ship?
Is it nouveau? I thought that was spelled differently. Yes, it is. Junpei, we've already been flooded. You really thought this wouldn't be a boat? Junpei couldn't help but wonder. The water quickly filling the hallway behind him suggested that yes, he was. As he looked, a fresh wave rolled out of the room he'd been in, gathering speed as it moved toward the stairs.
That's what I thought. This is totally, Wait, what the hell?
More water.
Oh, shit! Shit! Okay, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. Junpei spun around, his wet shoes squeaking in protest on the polished floor, and ran towards the tremendous staircase in front of him.
C deck.
I see deck. Get it, C deck, because it's about to be filled with water.
B deck. Hurry! Hurry!
Run, Junpei, run! As he ran, he glanced quickly as the plates mounted on the wall, denoting the decks of the ship.
A deck's next.
Next up, Q deck. As he took the stair 2 at a time, not entirely sure where he would find himself. Just as he began to wonder where, in fact, the stairs did lead.
What?
Hello. Junpei saw another person out of the corner of his eye, and then there were 3 other persons. He stopped short, nearly tripping over the next stair, and looked. It wasn't one person he'd seen. On the landing to the left of the stairs, there were 4 people staring at him. And on the right side, 3 more.
A lot of people.
All told, there were 7 of them. Yay! It looked as though they had been on their way down the stairs. They'd stopped short when they saw Junpei, their eyes wide. I don't know, some of their eyes were wide, like this guy with the really crazy hair. Quite an epic fro he's got. He'd done the same, of course, and now they stood there staring at one another. Aye. So what's your sign? Junpei didn't move. 1 foot placed awkwardly on the next step in the middle of a stride. Who were these people? This entire interaction lasted only a matter of seconds. The woman spoke to Junpei, and time began to move again.
I guess there's another one of us now.
Yes, now there is. Hello, dancer.
Dancer?
Yes. The woman was dressed, Junpei thought, rather like a dancer. Her clothes covered very little, and her prodigious jewelry little more.
No, I'm not. You better get moving.
I'm a bit upset that they didn't change the name to say not dancer. With no further ceremony, she ran straight past Junpei and toward the door behind him.
Well, okay then.
The sudden proximity of a woman with such striking assets left Junpei momentarily stunned. Thank you, Junpei. The others wasted no time and quickly followed the strange woman.
Silver hair?
Huh? Silver? Aw, man. Are we playing Pokemon Silver? Where's your Totodile? First past Junpei was a young man with silver hair. He threw a quick glance in Junpei's direction as he ran, muttering.
One of us, huh?
What?
Nothing.
Following him was an older man, his face calm and without fear. Soft wrinkles sprouted from his eyes, and he came close enough as he passed for Junpei to see a wisp of gray in his hair. His composure and shock of hair struck Junpei rather like that of an elderly lion.
Going up won't do you any good. There are 2 doors, but neither of them will open.
Looks more white than silver to me. Yeah, really. Then again, like, maybe he's, like, seeing real-life hair, and there's not really white hair. There is, like, usually it's, like, gray or silver. I love Junpei, the names Junpei gives to these characters. Just, ah, yes, dancer, silver, lion.
Wait, hold on. The doors won't open?
Not again. Next to speak, Junpei was a girl with pink hair and a high voice.
Come on! Aren't you coming? You gotta hurry!
Why is her name pink hair, but Silver's name was just silver, not silver hair? Her small hand was wrapped around the wrist of another man. His eyes closed, almost as though he were sleeping. His features were graceful, almost serene, and he was dressed rather elegantly for someone his age. Something about his posture seemed very refined, and Junpei couldn't help feeling he was noble and dignified, somehow. He'd certainly never seen one, but this man seemed like Junpei always imagined a prince would be like.
That's 9 of us then. All of the cards are in hand.
Yay! What does that mean? Junpei opened his mouth to ask what the other man had meant, but the girl with pink hair rushed past him.
Wait! They're gone. Just what is going on?
Everybody left me!
There's an old man like a lion, a girl with pink hair, and a prince, and I have no idea what they're talking about.
Junpei, you're saying the quiet part aloud. He turned just in time to see 2 more people running toward him. One of them had hair like a bird's nest, and looked as though a stiff breeze might topple him. And the other was a veritable mountain of a man. Why aren't we calling him bird nest? Why is he question marks?
Ah!
The scrawny one scuttled past Junpei as though he were running from something.
What was that all about?
Hey! What the hell are you just standing there for?
Hi, Dio.
Didn't you hear him?
No, yes, I did.
The doors on A deck are no good. We gotta check the doors on B deck. Got it? Now go!
Okay. Before he had a chance to respond, the man laid a massive hand on Junpei's shoulder. With more effort than Junpei would have used to brush aside, with no more effort than Junpei would have used to brush aside a fly, the man shoved him out of the way. Whoa. I love Junpei's just little, whoa, whoa. Thrown off balance by the man in recent events, it took Junpei a few steps to get his bearings. He finally regained his balance and looked up at what the other 7 had been running towards.
Hey man, that was dangerous.
You could have killed me, man.
Huh?
There were 2 more pairs of large iron doors set in the wall in front of him. They looked quite sturdy, and each had handles jutting from them. Written across the surface of each door in red paint was a number. The door on the right?
4?
4.
And this one says 5.
Yay!
They're the same.
Yes, they are. The guy Junpei had decided to call Silver was mumbling to
The
himself.
room I woke up in had a number on the door just like that.
You too, eh?
Yes. With an arched eyebrow, the lion looked over at Silver.
My cell was the same. A number upon the door. I opened it, ran down the hallway outside, and found myself in a rather grand room full of stairs, as I suspected the rest of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Only I had a bit more. I had a bit more of like a puzzle to do.
Me too.
Same for me. There was a door with a number on it.
What number? It soon became clear that each one of them had awoken in a room with a locked door and had solved a puzzle to escape, and all ended up in the same room. Almost as though they'd been guided here.
Yes, we all saw the same thing. That's not important. We need to hurry.
It's not important. We woke up in a similar room. That's not important. We just need to keep.
You
We
think
just
I
need
don't
to
know
leave.
that lady?
Before the dancer had time to finish, Silver was already running. She's not a dancer though. Junpei, she already told you that. He grabbed hold of the door and labeled 5 and pulled. However,
Fuck, it's not opening. This damn thing won't even budge.
Out of my way!
the mountain grabbed Silver's shoulder and tossed him aside. His path cleared. He took a few steps back and threw himself at the door. Once. Twice. 3 times. Junpei, that's called thrice? 4 times? Okay, that one I don't think has a name. The door shook as his body slammed into it, but showed no signs of breaking or opening. The mountain threw himself at the door again.
A body slam from a guy that big didn't even budge it. There must be some other way.
Junpei turned toward the door 4. Next to the door on the wall was a small box. Vacant.
This looks just like the device next to the door in that room earlier.
Yes, it does.
So that means this door is probably locked too.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense.
But still...
He had to check. Junpei grabbed a handle and threw all of his weight onto it. It was locked as tight as the door next to it, as he had suspected. Junpei punched the door. It did not respond. Yeah, this is great. Hold on. Yes. That's one of the things. So, I'm using the Switch Pro controller. One thing I do love about it is that actually pressing the capture button does actually, like, read as pressing F2. So it just does a screenshot. Oh, I love that.
Are there any other doors?
Hello, door. Another door. There's more? Barely finished the thought when the C deck plate he'd passed on his way sprang. On his way up, sprang unbidden to his mind. His body moved before he had time to think. Junpei turned and ran back toward the stairs. He'd scarcely taken a step when, at the top of the staircase, next to an ornate clock embedded on the wall, he saw a person. It was a girl. She looked to be the same age as Junpei. He froze, unable to look away from her face. He wasn't confounded by her beauty or something equally silly. No, there was another reason he couldn't take his eyes off the girl. Junpei had seen her somewhere before. He couldn't quite remember where, but he knew. He knew he'd met her before. The girl, too, stared at Junpei, similarly stunned. Her response suggested she had seen him before as well. Very eloquent.
Huh?
Very, very eloquent. Without saying a word, Junpei walked slowly towards her. She didn't move. It was almost as though she was held in place by some sort of magical spell. Or magic spell. As Junpei stepped onto her landing, the spell broke. No sooner had he set his foot down than the whole ship shook a second time. No! The quake caught the girl unprepared and she fell.
Watch out!
Moving on instinct, Junpei leapt to catch her. Or so he thought. That did not sound, like, comfy. They probably got very hurt. Oh. Her face was far closer than it should have been, mere inches from his own.
Yeah.
He was flat on his back, and she had landed squarely on top of him. The girl seemed as confused as he did, and her face suggested she still hadn't fully recovered from seeing him. For a moment that seemed to stretch on for a very long time. They stared at one another. The ship stopped shaking. Everything was quiet. Water could be heard from the bottom of the ship, lapping faintly on the walls and ceilings, but eventually that faded as well. The silence was complete, a thick, muffling blanket. At last, the girl opened her mouth.
Oh my gosh! Is that you, Jumpy?
Yes. Jumpy. Jumpy. Her words etched through Junpei's head, and suddenly his memory returned.
Akane.
Why hadn't he realized it before? Because she looks very different. The girl was Akane Kurashiki. She and Junpei had been friends in childhood. They'd gone to elementary school together for 6 years. But what was she doing on the ship? Good old anime tropes. Her soft eyes were only inches from his own. He could feel the warmth of her face. Feelings he thought long forgotten began to work their way to the surface. He could feel his face heating up. At that moment, I turned... No. We're staying in a novel. Speaker crackled to life, and a cold, eerie voice filled the room. Welcome aboard.
What?
What's that voice?
It's a voice. They hurriedly untangled themselves from another and struggled to their feet. Their 7 companions had heard the voice as well, and many of their faces had gone pale. They looked around frantically, desperate to locate the source of the voice. At last, they found it. They found the man, and then they mobbed him. A speaker. A speaker set in the ceiling. Yay! Hi, Zero. Voice was harsh, obscured occasionally by the crackle of static.
This is...
Junpei recognized it. How could he have forgotten it?
That guy in the gas mask! Hey, asshole! What the hell is this? Come on out here. I want to get a look at you.
I forget. Isn't Silver, Sean Chiplock? Isn't this Rivali?
What do you mean to do to us?
Oh boy, I love games. Yay!
Nonary game.
Yeah, the Nonary
What
game.
the hell's that?
It's about gnomes. It's about gnomes, actually. Very surprising. We have to go out into the gardens and collect all of the gnomes. Voice continued, impeccable. Quick question. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Does this do anything? No. Here, let's save here. No. I'm checking to see if there's a way to, like, check, Google says Chiplock for shield. Haha, I was right. Is there a way to actually check, like, things that I missed in, like, the dialogue, or is that not possible? Ah, there it is. Found it. Never mind. Yeah, just pressing up.
What is he talking about?
Hey, there's something in my pocket. Check this out.
Poor Dancer, she doesn't have pockets. In his pocket, pulled out a small slip of silver, reached into his pockets, pulled out a small slip of paper. The rest of them reached in their own pockets and pulled out similar slips of paper. While Tsu dug in his pocket of his pants, he felt the telltale crumble of paper, slightly damp from his earlier ordeal.
I got one too.
Yay!
Then it would seem Zero has seen fit to grace us each with a letter. Would you mind terribly reading it to us, young man?
His request had been delivered to Junpei, who, after a short moment of surprise, did as he'd been asked.
On this ship, you will find a handful of doors emblazoned with numbers. We will call them the numbered doors.
Man. How many focus groups did you have to go through to come up with that name?
The doors in front of you are a pair of the same. The key to opening these numbered doors are the numbered bracelets that each of you possess.
Okay.
Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open.
Yay!
Only those who have opened the door may pass through. There are, however, limits.
Okay.
Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute.
Okay.
So this thing on my arm is a bracelet.
Yes, it is. Glance around, it looked like everyone else had one as well, and come to much the same conclusion.
The purpose of the game is simple. Leave this ship alive.
Okay.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Seek a way out. Okay. Yes, I did notice that. Norseburg. Yes, it did. Okay. Awesome. Oh boy, 9 whole hours! The voice finished and the speaker went silent.
I hear a bell. I think it's coming from over by the stairs.
Ooh!
It's the clock telling us the time.
Yay! Everyone had their eyes on the antique clock embedded in the wall. 7. 8. 9. The sound of the 9th bell faded away. The 10th never came.
It rang 9 times, so 9 o'clock then?
I think it's 9 p.m.
Yeah,
I
probably.
couldn't see anything when I tried looking out the window earlier. It has to be nighttime.
Aw.
If that is the case, then we would need to escape by 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. Let the games begin. Thank you. Speaker went silent. It did not speak again. So is it just an now?
You bastard! What do you mean by that? Come out here, you asshole!
Shut up, Rivali.
That guy won't stop shouting. And the others.
Did more things come out? No, okay, no. Junpei, too, was consumed by his thoughts.
I have way too many questions.
First of all, what comes after 9?
Who is Zero? What's the nonary game? What's it for? Is he some nutjob just doing this to mess with us, or does he have some other purpose?
I'm gonna go little column A, little column B. Well, that's probably how it'll be.
And why pick me to be part of this insane game?
You were easy to take away.
And the others? Why are these 8 people here?
They were probably also easy to take away.
And the most confusing of them all. Why is Akane here?
Why not?
I haven't seen her since elementary school. Why her? Why now? Coincidence? No. There's no way. There has to be a reason. I don't know what
Are you
exactly,
sure?
but there has to be.
Very well.
Very well. The lion's voice seemed oddly loud in the silence.
Standing around here won't do us any good. Best we get moving, don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
Get moving?
Are you planning to open the numbered doors?
Huh? Why not?
Hey, wait! But don't tell me you're actually gonna do what this Zero says.
I mean, do we really have a choice?
No, that's not what I mean.
Lion shook his head, mildly annoyed.
I'm saying let's find another way.
Okay.
After all, we haven't really examined this place yet.
What?
Where have we not looked?
Yeah,
Everyone
where?
searched A-Deck already, right?
Yeah, we were kind of in a rush though, so we probably missed some things.
Why don't we check out the lower floors first?
Sure.
We should see how deep this place goes.
Do you have your scuba gear?
I can work with that.
Then let's go.
The sea deck is now the
Whoa!
actual sea deck.
What the hell? It's completely submerged.
Yes, it is.
Damn. If the water level keeps rising like this, we're all gonna drown.
Yeah, it kind of is like a dam.
No, I don't believe that's something we have to worry about.
Prince knelt down and gently drew his hand across it.
See? The water's not flowing.
Yeah, that is weird.
That means the origin of the water has been stopped. Perhaps this Zero fellow has used some sort of remote control to seal a watertight door lower down.
That could work.
He said that our time limit was 9 hours. In other words, this water won't rise for 9 hours.
Anybody got scuba gear?
Then you're saying we won't sink till then.
Well, that may be a little too optimistic. No point to wishful thinking.
I didn't say that, but...
Depressing.
If we don't determine a way to advance from this point, we are stuck on A deck and C deck.
Yeah.
Looks that way.
Hey, hold on. How about we check C deck before we jump to any conclusions? We might
Okay.
find something there.
Sure.
Huh, you're right. I think we should look at the metal doors by the big staircase, too.
Few more doors.
Pretty
Yay.
suspicious.
No numbers on either door. And I don't see an authentication device either. Nope. It's locked.
Oh.
This one too. Damn, none of the doors are opening.
Hey guys, over here. There's another door behind the stairs.
Okay.
This one doesn't open either.
We'll see about that. Hey, old man, give me a hand.
Using force, I see. Let's give it a try.
Force. The most valid of tactics.
It won't budge.
No, it will not.
Could you not just start shouting out of nowhere? You almost gave me a heart attack, you know.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
It doesn't appear to have moved even with two of us trying. It's very well made.
Man. Man. Why couldn't we have shoddy craftsmanship make this death trap?
Idiots. Try using your brain first.
I don't know, like, slamming into the door, it could have worked.
Huh?
Take a closer look.
A keyhole.
Ooh.
Right. It's obvious what we need to open this door.
Yes. We need to use even more force.
A key, huh?
Oh, okay, that was my second guess.
You got a problem?
No, I just really doubt we'll find a key that easily.
You're not wrong, Silver. Ignoring the tense air between the two, Junpei moved closer to examine the doorknob.
What's this?
It's a circle. Just above it was a strange mark in the shape of a circle, surrounding a dot.
There's a mark on it. Does it mean something?
Probably.
Hey, look! Over here, too!
Ooh. Pink Hair was looking at the double doors they hadn't examined yet.
More doors.
Hello, door. Another door?
I think they're elevators.
Yeah, probably.
There's an inverted triangle button by them.
Ooh.
May as well try pressing it. Huh. Nothing.
Man.
Maybe the power isn't on.
Eh. Then why are the lights, Akane?
Or we need to do something with this card reader. And there's a strange mark here, too.
That's Saturn.
What is this?
I don't remember
It looks
that
like
well.
a lowercase h with a dash drawn across the upper stem of the h.
They stared at it for a while.
This is the symbol of Saturn.
Hey, I do remember.
It's an astrological symbol.
Then the mark on the other door.
I think that's supposed to be the sun.
I think that was the sun symbol.
Yeah.
We saw the same symbols on A deck.
We did?
We did.
I don't remember that.
A deck, huh? Huh. I haven't been there, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I've
May
only
as
been
well
down
check
here.
again since we're talking about it.
Yeah, might as well. Onwards! Lion's word urged
There,
them up the
The
stairs.
two doors next to the stairs. The one on the left had a keyhole with a similar symbol engraved on it.
Mm-hmm.
She's right.
I don't remember
it
that
looks
one.
similar to what we saw downstairs.
I don't remember that one.
This is an Earth symbol.
Oh, it is Earth. Okay.
The horizontal
That makes
line
sense, yeah, it's the,
symbolizes
prime meridian and the
equator,
equator.
And the vertical one represents the prime meridian.
I see.
Junpei looked up at the ceiling.
The ceiling. Metal plates. Huh. It's as if it's covering something up.
Almost as if it's covering the skylight.
Perhaps it was a dome of some kind.
I wish we could get out through there.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Be realistic. We'd need a lot of explosives to open that up.
Do you have any?
The
Why didn't
windows,
you just
too.
ask? Here's some.
They're all covered.
There were several windows along both sides of the ship, or at least there had been. They too were covered with metal
In
plates.
other words,
No escape. Zero escape, even.
we're trapped. All the exits go nowhere.
Yes. Junpei was not happy. Girl with pink hair spoke up.
Well, I'm sure they go somewhere. We just can't open them.
Then the mountain spoke.
You don't know that. For all we know, they just open into walls or take us in circles.
Ship seems seasonally stocked. I'm sure they can fix something up. Exactly. The prince did not agree.
No, I'm sure they go somewhere. Otherwise, what point would there be?
He makes a
And
point.
we can open them. Well, 2 of them at least.
What two? Oh, the doors? Oh, yeah, those doors.
Oh, you mean the numbered doors?
Yeah. All eyes turned towards the doors with the numbers on them. Atmosphere in the room grew tense.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm
I
waiting.
think I said this earlier, but I don't think we should do that.
Why not? The dancer moved in front of the doors as if to block them.
We'd have to be crazy to open these doors. If we do that, we're doing exactly what Zero wants us to do.
Do you have any other plans? Suddenly, everyone began to speak at once.
May as well give it a shot. We can't stay here forever.
Yes, I'm in favor as well.
No, I'm totally against this.
But shouldn't we at least try?
We don't know what'll happen. We should stay here.
We don't have time for that. In 8.5 hours, this ship is going to sink.
Wow, we wasted a half hour already? Then our voices made it next to impossible to determine who was saying what. Arguments grew more and more intense until people were shouting and screaming at one another.
Hey, shut up!
They fell silent, and all eyes turned to Junpei. He felt each stare burning into him, but he refused to flinch.
Before we try and decide where we're going to go, there's something else we ought to do.
Which is?
What's that?
Do we
We
have
need to
names?
exchange information. We don't know anything about each other. I want to know who you guys are. Who you are, where you came from, why you ended up here.
And, you know, that is
Tell
probably a
me
good
you
plan.
Are curious too.
They were silent. Some of them looked the other way, bit their lip, or crossed their arms and stared at the ceiling. One of them spoke up. It was Akane.
I agree. I think Jumpy is right.
Oh.
Jumpy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about him. I just call him Jumpy. His name is Junpei.
She pointed towards Junpei.
We're childhood friends.
Yay.
We went to the same elementary school.
Akane, this is probably a bit too much information.
Wait, stop. Don't tell us stuff we didn't ask you about. Zero's probably watching us right now. What are you gonna do if he's listening in?
He's already kidnapped us. What more can he do?
Oh, would that be bad?
Hell yeah, it would. We don't know how much that bastard knows about us. Maybe he just picked a bunch of random people to kidnap.
I mean,
If that is
true.
the case, then it'd be dangerous for us to let him know too much. If Zero knows who we are, he could go after our families. Maybe he'd tell us he had them to get us to do stuff, you know?
Meh.
But we still need to know what our names are. It's going to be hard to talk to each other if we don't have names.
It might be.
Then why don't we have code names?
That'll work. Well, apparently it seemed like the obvious solution.
Code names?
Yeah, we'll each pick something. Like, I'll be 7.
Alright.
7? Why are you 7?
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. Seemed like a fair question. Mountain stuck out his left arm.
Because this bracelet number says 7.
Well, it says 7, so I guess I'm gonna be called 7
Oh,
now.
I get it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
He smirked.
All right, I'm gonna be Santa.
Hi, Santa.
Any of you chumps know Japanese? No? Well, San means 3. So, I'll be Santa. You know, like Santa Claus. Fits, don't you think?
You're not wearing red. You do have the silver hair for it, though. This seems like a moment where it's just like, hey, you know English? I love that they actually added, apparently they, some of the developers, showed off a thing for, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and apparently one of the translators, like, went into the programming, section and told them to add in this, motion for, oh goodness, what's his name? Oh goodness, what's his name? What's the main character's name? Whatever. They had to add in a motion where he, like, slowly turns towards the camera, gives a thumbs up. No, not Kiryu. Because it's a different character. It's a different character for, Like a Dragon, or 7. Or 7. But he turned to the camera and gave a thumbs up when it's just like, oh, it's English! And that's apparently only in the dub version, because it's just like... because they're being silly, like, oh yeah, this is a joke that's impossible to translate, so let's just make a joke of it, because that's what Yakuza's known for.
Then your bracelet number.
Yeah, it's got a 3 on it. Good job, Grandpa.
Yay! Just like the mountain had done, Silver thrust his left hand. Sure enough, the face of his bracelet read 3.
Very well then. I'll go next, shall I?
Sure, why not?
My bracelet number is 1.
We are number 1. Hey.
Given that, I think Ace seems appropriate.
Sure.
I'll be Lotus then. As I'm sure you all know, it has 8 petals.
I'm sure you are all very well versed in botany.
Which means, of course, that my bracelet number is
4. Oh.
I would appreciate it if you would call me Snake.
Meow. Where'd my arms go? Oh wait,
My
I'm
bracelet number
Snake.
is 2. Since Ace has chosen cards, then I choose dice. Snake eyes, clearly. Which is particularly relevant given that I am blind.
Alright. Fair
You
enough.
Can't see?
I knew it.
I knew you were blind. These names are getting more and more out there. Kept his eyes closed during the entire tour, would suggest something strange, but here it's said so casually. It was something of a surprise. Everyone seemed a little nervous at the prince's proclamation, but then no one seemed to know how to react to it.
Me next.
There was one person, however, who didn't seem to be surprised in the least. The girl with pink hair.
I want to be Clover.
Okay.
You know, like a 4-leaf clover. Good luck, right?
Sure. Looking almost bored, she held out her left hand. The face on the bracelet showed the number 4. They come around to Junpei. He held out his bracelet.
Alright, my number's 5. So my code name is gonna be...
Why have one? It's not like there's any point to it now.
Poor Junpei just gets shot down. Dancer cut him off in mid-sentence.
I mean, we all know your name already. You're Junpei.
You're not allowed to have a code name.
Oh, yeah.
They all nodded. Connie stepped forward nervously.
Then you should all call me by my name too.
Oh. I wanted a code name.
Because, I mean, it doesn't seem...
It doesn't seem fair to Jumpy.
Oh.
You're thinking it's not cool for you to hide your name after you told us
Why are they
his.
still called Mountain and Silver? Connie fidgeted awkwardly. Junpei decided he had to do something.
What's your bracelet number?
It's 6.
Oh, okay. She hesitated for a moment, then held out her left hand. As she claimed, the bracelet's face showed a 6. Junpei looked at it for a moment and thought.
Alright then, why don't we call you June?
Aww.
June?
June.
Yeah, you know, it's the 6th month of the year. So you're June.
Jumpy?
Aww. Kane kneaded her hands and looked at Junpei uncertain. He smiled back at her, reassuringly.
Are you good with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
She thought about it for a few more minutes, then seemed to come to a decision and gave Junpei a small nod.
Okay then.
Their names decided, Junpei ran over them quickly in his head.
So this is how everyone breaks down. 1 is Ace.
Yes.
2 is Snake.
Yes.
3 is Santa.
Yes.
4 is Clover.
Yep.
5 is me.
No, 5 is Junpei, not me. You don't get a code
6
name.
is June. 7 is 7.
I'm taking that screenshot too. 7 is 7.
And 8 is Lotus. That means 8 of us have revealed our bracelet numbers. The only one left is...
That glasses guy with hair like a bird's nest.
Number 10.
You haven't said a thing so far, have you?
No, he hasn't. Well, okay, he said, no. His skin was pale, his breathing was heavy. He was soaked with nervous sweat. His behavior seemed very suspicious, or perhaps simply emotionally unstable. It was difficult to tell. Whatever the case, it seemed clear that he had only a fingertip's worth of grip on his sanity. The girl with pink hair, Clover, walked up to him slowly. She put her hands on her hips and eyed him suspiciously.
What number are you?
He didn't answer. His bloodshot eyes twitched from person to person, and his breath came in hot pants.
I'm talking to you.
Talking to you, pal. Man licked his dry lips with a shaking tongue and spoke in a voice like old paper.
Isn't it obvious?
No.
There are 9 people here. And you know who numbers 1 through 8 are.
So you are number 10.
I'm the only one left.
So you're 9?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. He extended a trembling arm. His bracelet did indeed say 9. 17. Clover looked at his contemptuously.
What's your code name?
Code name?
What do you want us to call you? We all made up names. You should too.
I don't need one.
Why not?
Why not?
Because I am not gonna stay here with you.
Okay. Ow. He took a shuddering breath and exhaled. Clover looked at him with something very like disgust.
You've got some sort of plan?
Ooh.
I do.
What's the plan?
Yeah? What's that?
You sure you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah?
Not everyone got a made-up name. Clover. Yeah, come on, Junpei. Junpei didn't get anything.
All right, let me show you.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna stand up straight. Fix my poor posture. Everybody posture check. By the time they realized what he was doing, it was too late to stop him. The man's body moved like a snake's. No, not like snakes, like a snake's. In the blink of an eye, he had slid around behind her and wrapped his arms around her waist.
Hey! What the hell do you think you're doing?
Silver, Santa, leapt forward and toward Clover and the 9th man. He was halfway there when...
Stay back!
Okay. Suddenly, the man's hand dove into his pocket. How come he got a knife? He held it to Clover's pale, quivering neck.
If you get any closer, I'll cut her open!
Okay. So we got put in here with a serial killer, then?
That's right.
Man's smile was neither friendly nor reassuring. Sweat poured from his neck, soaking the collar of his shirt.
Clover, are you all right?
The Prince Snake's voice sounded oddly concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, oddly concerned. Somebody just brought out a knife. Her voice shook, making her words sound even less convincing.
What the hell are you trying to do?
He's trying to stab a bitch.
I told you. This is my plan.
What are you gonna do to her, you sick son of a bitch?
Don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to her.
Unless she makes a poor move, right?
If she just does what I tell her to, I'll let her go.
Okay. Started to move backwards, slowly, keeping his grip on Clover.
Slowly. That's right. Just follow me.
Okay. Keeping their distance, Junpei and the others followed. Eventually, the man reached the wall. He gave a start as his back touched it, then glanced around quickly and spoke.
Here. Verify.
Okay.
The left. Look on your left.
Look to your left. Huh? Egg. Well, friends, I look forward to meeting you people again.
Do you see the device on the wall?
Yes.
Place your hand on the scanner panel, the round part.
Okay.
What if I don't?
The man's nostrils flared, and he looked like he was about to choke.
Are you an idiot? What do you think?
I will stab you.
I could slit your throat right now.
Not with the way you're holding that knife. That knife wouldn't... It looks like you have the flat part. The dull edge of the blade to her neck. That wouldn't slit her throat.
I'll kill you if I have to. All I need is your bracelet.
And that's a good point.
Just do it. Do it now.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Press the knife against Clover's neck. Hard.
Okay, I'll do it.
Slowly, she stretched her left hand out toward the device.
Like this?
Her back was to it, and she had to feel around for a moment before she found the circular panel. It made a cold electronic noise. In the display above her hand, an asterisk appeared.
So that's how it works. He called that round part of the device the scanner panel. If we put our left hand on it, our bracelet number gets entered into the device. Then...
Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open.
Yay! Junpei shifted his eyes to the door itself. Number on it was 5.
Door 5. But why does this guy know so much about how this thing works? It's like he knows exactly what to do.
Well, Zero did say some people were familiar with how the nonary game works, so...
Good. Good. You're done. Next.
Next. His bloodshot eyes creeped. His bloodshot eyes crept from person to person until finally, they stopped on the lion, Ace.
You, right? You're the one with the number 1 bracelet, right?
Yes, I am. So?
So?
Then you're next. Just verify your number like this little brat did.
Okay.
What are you doing? Do it! Don't you care what happens to her?
He doesn't know her.
Okay, just calm down.
Ace held up his hands, palms out. The 9th man jerked his chin towards the device.
I'm coming over.
Okay. Slowly, cautiously, Ace moved towards the device. After what seemed like an agonizing eternity, he reached it.
Now, verify.
All right, this is what you wanted, right?
Yes. Nod and placed his hand on the scanner panel. The device beeped again, and a second asterisk appeared.
Now the device has both Clover and Ace's numbers, 4 and 1. 4 plus 1 is 5.
Yes.
It's the same as the number written on the door.
Yes, it is.
But it won't open yet.
Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door.
Thank you, Junpei.
One more person. If what Zero said is true, he needs one more person.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Who does he need?
Get back.
Get away. His voice shook, but the knife he held to Clover's throat made his words a command. Ace took 2, then 3 steps back.
No! Farther! More than that! Go all the way back!
Go long!
Okay.
Slowly, Ace did what he was told. 9th man's lips curled in a cruel, twisted smile.
Don't tell me.
That was when Junpei understood his plan.
Clover's 4 and Ace's 1. Added to the 9th man's 9. 4 plus 1 plus 9 is 14. And the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5.
Thank you, Junpei.
Thank God you were all so cooperative.
Quick maths.
Now I can get out of this nightmare.
He pressed his own hand against the scanner panel. Third asterisk appeared on the screen. He dropped his hand to the lever on the side of the device and pulled. Yay! The door is opened. The door opened with a heavy metallic groan.
Good! I don't need you anymore!
Bye! He let go of Clover.
Wait!
Junpei leapt towards the ninth man, but he wasn't fast enough.
Here! She's all yours!
The man shoved Clover. And hopped through the door.
Okay. Have a good one, guys.
I will, thank you. Actually, no, don't tell me what to do.
I'm going off ahead now. Well then, goodbye.
Bye. Have fun. Raised his hand and waved, a twisted smirk on his face. Then he was gone. The door ground shut with a dull clang of metal on metal.
Clover, are you all right?
Are you okay, Buster Wolf? Mike ran up to Clover's side as she lay on the floor.
Yeah, I'm fine.
She climbed unsteadily to her feet, and once there, leaned heavily on Snake's shoulder for support.
Damn it!
Junpei ran to the door.
That bastard!
The others followed him. Several pairs of hands grabbed hold of the handles and pulled.
Open, damn it!
We already tried that, guys. Do you really think it's gonna work now? They grunted and strained, but...
Shit! It won't budge.
That was when Lotus, the dancer, spoke. Her voice was quiet.
Do you hear something?
Like, what?
Like some sort of beeping.
No, not anymore, anyway. This is ear against the cold metal of the door. The others did the same.
You're right. I can hear it too.
Now we can hear beeping.
What is it?
Beeping? And we heard something else. It was the ninth man.
Why isn't it stopping? God damn it! You lied!
Lied?
Who lied?
This wasn't supposed to happen!
Oh no.
This is wrong!
What's wrong?
This is wrong!
What's wrong? Voice shook with fear. Safe on the outside, they stepped back from the door and looked at one another.
What is happening in there?
Open the door, please! I'm begging you!
We tried. It won't work.
Please get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Ah, God damn it!
Junpei grabbed hold of the device. He slammed his hand on the scanner panel. Nothing happened.
Why? Why won't it work?
Because it's engaged.
Is it because it's occupied?
No, it's about to get married.
Oh my god! There's no time left!
What's
Listen,
wrong?
I was lied to! He lied to me! He put me in here!
Who is he?
It was him! He killed me! It was him!
Give us a name. Stop with the pronoun game. Give us a name. Hmm. Dot, 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 dot. The explosion rocked the room. Instinctively, they ducked, then stood up slowly when they realized that there was no danger. No one spoke. Silence filled the room.
A beep?
All eyes turned towards it.
Did that thing just make that sound?
Yes, it did.
The display changed from engaged to vacant.
Let's see if we can open it.
7. The mountain swallowed hard.
Okay.
Junpei nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. He didn't pay attention to codenames, so even if he knew a name, it probably wouldn't help. That is fair.
Well, it registered my bracelet number. But it won't open with one person. We need at least 2 more people.
What to do? Any combination of 9. What? Oh. Oh my goodness. That was an explosion. Let's pick the blind one in the mountain, so that... because
Snake, 7.
that was an
You
explosion.
think you could give me
Probably
a
not
hand
gonna
here?
look too good. One was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still grim. Both Santa and June lifted their left hands. What? Wait, what? That's a wrong name! Those are the wrong names! Those are the wrong names!
5 plus 2 plus 7 equals 14.
Okay, but this math is right.
Digital root of 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5. This should do it. Now we just need to pull the lever on the side.
You guys ready?
Sure.
I'm gonna open it.
Grabbed the lever and looked back over his shoulder. They stiffened and nodded. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth to a grim line. Then he slowly lowered the lever. Like, I was reading that right. It very clearly said Santa in June. There's a metallic groan and the door slid open. A breath of air drifted out of it, carrying a stench that nearly made them gag. Junpei grimaced and put a hand over his mouth.
Oh my god.
Good God.
Lotus and 8 shuddered. 7 grunted.
Whoa, that's pretty bad.
Even Santa's voice shook.
He blew up.
Yes, he did. It appeared that Santa was right. The hallway on the other side of the door was splattered with chunks of torn flesh and dark, red blood. The shriek echoed across the room. It had come from June. Then her strength left her, and she dropped. As Junpei turned to catch her, the door groaned shut. She crumpled to the floor.
June, are you okay?
Junpei dropped to his knees and put his arms around her shoulders. That was when he noticed. Her whole body was feverish. She was radiating intense heat.
What the hell? Where'd this fever come from?
June didn't answer. Her face looked like wax, and her whole body began to shake.
All right, okay, let's just rest for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
You think you can walk?
Also, can I just... I need to laugh at Junpei's expression here. Just like, ah! It's like, I'm very intent on holding you up. Just, ah! She nodded weakly. Junpei lifted June to her feet and guided her to a nearby chair.
Here we go.
As gently as he could, he set her down in it.
How are you feeling? Are you all right?
She nodded, and as she did, a single, huge tear rolled down the side of her face.
Why did this happen?
Why did it happen? Her voice cracked, broken by misery and grief, and choked by sobs.
Why did this happen?
It's sad. Junpei spun
Do
around.
any of you know what the fuck is going on here?
No, probably not.
Who's Zero? What's this no-nary game? Come on! Anybody? Anything? What the hell is going on? What are we doing here?
Well, somebody just exploded, so, we're probably playing a game where we risk our lives? If only somebody had told us that. No one spoke. Ace, Snake, Santa, Clover, 7, and Lotus. They simply stood there, 7 pairs of downcast eyes, and 7 grim lines for mouth. June's body shook with silent sobs. They slowed as the minutes ticked by, and eventually they stopped. Is this gonna give me a prompt to save, or... Then suddenly, in the cold, heavy silence that had enveloped them like a thick fog, a bell began to ring. Clock in the central hall, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And then, on the 10th ring, it stopped. The sound of the bell faded away into silence.
It's 10 o'clock then.
Yeah. That what each of them had been thinking.
That means it's been an hour since Zero's little announcement.
Yes, it has. 7's deep voice echoed across the room.
Fuck!
I've had enough of this crap!
And he leapt to his feet, his fist clenched.
How long are we gonna pussyfoot around like this? We've only got 8 hours until this time limit Zero is going on about is up. Let's get going already! Go! Go!
Go! Southward fell on deaf ears. No one seemed to agree with him. They stared back at him, their eyes blank and their faces tired. Finally, Lotus spoke.
No, I refuse. I'm not gonna end up like him.
Yeah, at this point I agree with
You mean
Lotus.
the ninth man?
Of course, who else?
No, I don't want to end up like Junpei. He had to carry that girl around everywhere, and I don't want to have to carry people. In his mind eyes, Junpei saw the corpse again.
Blood and pieces of flesh.
Yes. The dark, reddish-black pool of blood. The scattered pieces of flesh. Organs strewn across the floor like the blossoming of a grotesque flower. The explosion that had torn through his body had been powerful.
There's no way for a person to die.
No, that is definitely a way to kill somebody. If that happens to somebody, they do in fact die, Junpei. The ninth man's neck had been twisted at an odd angle. Junpei suspected the detonation had thrown him against the wall. Half of his face was crushed, and the other half was covered in blood. Most of his abdomen had been emptied, either by the explosion or by gravity. What a description! His abdomen was emptied. The explosion did it, or just gravity. God, what a way to describe that. It landed on his back, and stark white ribs jutted out of his chest like the legs of some sort of macabre crab. Junpei felt something flip in his stomach. It was probably his stomach.
I think he just screwed up.
Yeah, man, he just like happened to blow up. He had too many beans. The eyebrows went up and Santa continued.
Probably set off some sort of trap and that killed him.
Really, Santa? Really? You didn't gather that? Oh no, it was some sort of trap.
I'm not gonna screw up like that. I'm getting out of here alive.
Do you want to know? Guess what his last thoughts were, Santa? His last thoughts were also, I'm not gonna screw up and I'm getting out of here alive. God, this is great. Whatever Snake was laughing at, Santa didn't find particularly humorous.
What's so goddamn funny?
Oh, my apologies. You were just, so very confident. I couldn't help myself.
I love confidence. It's my favorite kind of humor.
What the fuck?
I think you've mistaken the situation.
Huh?
The ninth man's death. It had nothing to do with the trap. Or at least not the sort of trap you imagine it did.
Okay.
Then?
He broke one of Zero's rules. That was why he died. Quite simple if you think about it.
Aw, you break the rules, you die.
You still don't... All right. How about you take a moment and think back to what Zero said?
Okay, thinking.
Specifically, what did he say about the number of people?
He said only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door, right?
Yeah, and only one person went through.
And after that? You've forgotten the relevant part.
Okay.
What did Zero say?
Santa furrowed his brow in thought. Junpei thought back. Zero said, everyone who verified had to go through.
All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was something like that. Whatever it was, it means that groups of less than 3 or more than 5 can't go through.
No, they cannot.
That is correct. A gold star for you, Junpei.
Yay! Snake inclined his head towards Junpei.
The ninth man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself.
Yes, he did.
That was why he was executed.
Execution.
And Zero's watching us from somewhere. making sure we don't break any rules.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not so sure of that.
Why not?
Because this execution system is entirely automatic. You didn't notice?
No, I didn't.
There's no need for him to monitor us.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Snake looked at Seven with what could only be described as pity inside.
Very well. I see it must be me who tells you.
Okay.
I've waited long enough, I suppose. I had hoped Zero might spare me the trouble, but that seems increasingly unlikely.
Okay. He couldn't see them, of course, but perhaps Snake sensed their confused eyes upon him. When Ace spoke up, he gave words to everyone else's thoughts.
Do you know something?
Well, I know a great many things, but
God
yes.
damn it, I was gonna make that exact joke.
What is it you know?
Here.
Snake removed a card from the pocket of his jacket.
Card? What does it say?
See for yourself.
With a flourish, he pressed it to Ace, who took a close look at it and spoke.
Come on now, what's the point of giving me this?
Give me that.
What is it? Santa snatched the card from Ace, but his expression of disgust quickly turned to one of confusion.
Huh? The hell is this?
Gonna be Braille. He's blind. Devin tugged it out of Santa's hands.
I see.
Yes. The card went from Seven Sands to Lotus, from Lotus to June, and finally to Junpei. Clover doesn't get it, apparently. He looked at it and understood.
This is Braille.
Yes. Braille, the written language of the blind. The card was covered with small and embossed bumps. Junpei could recognize it, but he certainly couldn't read
Sorry,
it.
guys, I can't read this. Here, have it back.
Junpei handed the card back to Snake, who nodded at him with a small
Okay,
smirk.
that was fun. What's so important about that card?
It's his instructions.
I found it in my pocket. I can only assume it is a message from Zero.
Mm-hmm.
From Zero?
A message?
What does it say?
Ooh. Suddenly, everyone is crowding around Snake, desperate to hear what the message said. Santa especially looked as if he was about to grab hold of Snake and shake the answer from him. Snake raised his hand.
Calm down now. No need to panic.
We've only just seen one person explode. Why would anybody need to panic?
You don't need to force me. I'll read it.
Junpei swallowed hard and waited for him to start. He was not the only one. Presently, Snake began to read, his voice calm. His fingers guided over the tiny bumps as he spoke.
Bracelet number 2. Since you are not blessed with sight, I shall bless you, and only you, with information.
Ooh.
I shall tell you of the function of the red, of the dead, and of the bracelet.
Ooh.
The red is the recognition device.
Oh.
It will verify
Man,
your number.
Snake, your Zero voice is on point. This is amazing.
Beside every numbered door, you will find a red. The dead is the deactivation device.
Okay.
It does exactly what it says.
It deactivates.
Once you have passed through the numbered
It does
door,
exactly what it says. It kills you.
you must use the dead to stop the detonator in your bracelet. But perhaps you are wondering, what does this detonator detonate?
Should have made an ed term for the bracelet's hero sloppy work. Apparently this is where the focus group was actually on instead of on the numbered doors and the numbered bracelets.
I have placed a small bomb inside of you and people whom you are about to meet.
Just a small one.
You swallowed it while you were unconscious.
Okay.
I have no doubt that by the time you read this note, the bomb will have passed your stomach and found its way to your small intestine.
Okay.
In other words, you will be unable to regurgitate it. I suggest you do not try.
How long would it take for a bomb to pass through us? Just wait for a little bit and then...
As I mentioned before, the bracelet on your left hand contains a detonator.
Okay.
Think of it as a remote fuse, or timer, for the bomb in your body.
Ooh.
There is only one condition which will cause it to detonate.
Break a rule?
That condition is that you enter a numbered door. Once you have done so, the timer will activate, no matter who you may be.
Okay.
You will have 81 seconds.
Okay.
If, after that time, the detonator has not been deactivated, it will send a signal to the bomb in your body, instructing it to explode.
That's not good.
In order to deactivate the
Talk about explosive diarrhea.
every person who verified their number at the red must also verify their numbers at the dead. Once all numbers have been verified by the dead, you need only pull the lever at its side, and the countdown will cease. Anyone who does not verify their number at the red will find themselves unable to verify their number at the dead.
Okay.
That is to say, if you should pass through a numbered door without first verifying your number at the red, in 81 seconds, you will be dead.
Man, Zero is a poet.
You must also keep in mind that the numbered doors will close automatically after 9 seconds have passed. So long as the doors open, the dead will not function. You would do well to remember this.
I'll remember.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets.
Oh, you just need to push in.
There are only 2 ways to do so.
Okay.
1. You escape from this ship.
Okay.
2. Your heart rate reaches 0.
Oh. That's
In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the backside of where its heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
okay.
There is no other way to remove your bracelet.
No other way?
If you attempt to
Just
force
really
it
poorly
from the
voice
center
modulated.
of the detonator, the bomb within you will immediately explode.
Okay.
This is all the information which I can impart to you. How you choose to use it is for you to decide.
Yay!
If used wisely, you can eliminate those who might be a danger to you. For a time, you would be able to control your fate. I wish you the best of luck.
Okay. Snake finished reading and carefully returned the card to his pocket.
So it's saying only those who verify their numbers at the red can pass through the numbered doors.
Yes.
Teams can't add or subtract people after they're scanned in. The reds, deads, and bracelets enforce the rules. They're judge, jury, and executioner.
Mm-hmm.
Shit! A fucking bomb! Come out! Come out, damn it!
Must throw up. In defiance of Zero's suggestion, both Santa and Seven put fingers down their throats and began to gag. The rest stiffened, some touched their stomachs, some simply stared at their bracelets. Junpei gingerly touched his stomach.
There's a ball inside me.
The thought of it made him queasy.
Oh.
His stomach felt oddly hollow, and his legs were weak.
What made Zero think creating this horror show of a game was a good idea?
Junpei looked over at the others.
All right, I'm gonna ask one more time. Do any of you know anything about Zero?
They were all silent, each person waiting to hear what the others would say. Finally, Santa spoke.
Actually, I saw him. I saw Zero when I got grabbed. I didn't see his face, though.
Okay.
Son of a bitch was wearing some kind of gas mask. What the hell? Come on, guys, give me something. You know, like surprise or something?
No, we all saw that. Said it was Santa who looked surprised. There was a moment of silence, and then everyone spoke at once.
I saw that too.
I did as well.
Me too. I didn't see inside the mask, though. That mask, it was really scary.
It was a really scary mask.
Oh, so all of our abductions were the same. We were taken from home at midnight. The person claiming to be Zero had a mask on.
Where did midnight come in from that, Junpei?
There was white smoke, and then each of us passed out. We woke up to find ourselves on D-deck, in a room with a 3-level bunk bed.
Okay, that's also assumed.
How about you, Seven? Did the same happen to you?
Only 7 stories seem to lack the detail of the others.
Oh, me? Yeah, well, mine was just like the rest of yours.
Okay. That was all he had to say. It had occurred to Junpei that at the time that it sounded somewhat strange, but he didn't press the issue.
Okay, that's good enough for now.
Yeah, that's fine. He had done so because there was something struck him as even stranger.
So, I have a question.
That was the mystery of the relationship. That was the mystery of the relationship between Snake and Clover.
Snake and Clover, you were both kidnapped from the same room, and you woke up together.
Yes. Junpei looked at them, thoughtfully.
So, what's the deal with the two of you anyway?
It was Clover that answered. Clearly, she felt she had nothing to hide.
We're siblings.
No.
Siblings?
Yes. Snake is my older brother, obviously. That means I'm his little sister.
Yes, that is how that works.
That really so hard to understand?
No. Junpei was taken aback. The others seemed just as surprised.
She is correct, of course.
He laid his hand on Clover's shoulder.
Are you, surprised?
A bit.
Well, yeah, but...
Why? There are other people here with connections to one another.
Yeah.
Those two, for instance.
Snake pointed at Junpei and June. How did you know where we were?
Oh, you mean between Jumpy and me?
Yes.
Ah, yes. You did say you were childhood friends, didn't you?
So who else is childhood
Wait,
friends?
You went to school together?
Yes.
Yeah.
June glanced at Junpei, uncomfortable with the sudden attention.
Yeah.
Junpei felt somewhat nervous as well, and tried to scratch his head as casually as possible.
Hey, you think maybe we could figure out who Zero is this way?
Yeah, you're right. You connect the dots between the victims, and that leads you to the perp. Textbook stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Junpei, June, does any of this ring a bell?
Have you ever been kidnapped before and thrown into a boat and watched a couple people explode for the delusions of a madman with an obsession of numbers?
Huh, ring a bell.
Ring a bell?
They looked at one another. And like it was staged, they both tilted their necks at the same time.
Well, perhaps you went to school with the son of a multimillionaire.
A millionaire?
Son?
Wait a second. There were other boys at that school?
Well, someone bought this boat and set up all of this. Whoever Zero is, they must be incredibly rich.
Well, we can't be sure of that.
Alright.
To me, this seems as though it's the work of an organization, not an individual.
He's not wrong.
Most likely, Zero is simply the representative of a larger group.
What sort of organization?
It could be a number of things. An army, perhaps, or a research group. Perhaps this is all some sort of psychological experiment.
Yes, let's see what happens when we show people what happens when you blow up.
If it is, then it's a pretty fucked up experiment.
Yes, it is.
I mean, come on! A guy's dead!
Yes, he is. The word dead hung in the air, heavy and ominous. The room went quiet again. Way to go, Santa. You ruined the mood.
I don't know who this Zero asshole is, but I know for sure he's gotta be pretty fucked up in the head to do all this. If this was all one guy, then he's got some serious issues.
Yes. Even with the specter of death hanging over them, their discussion continued for some time. Another half hour
we were
gone.
Finished with that topic.
But then what should we do?
We should talk it through.
I thought we were finished with talking. Well, then what should we do? Let's talk some more.
Oh my god, enough! All we're doing is talking!
Yes. Santa threw up his hands, his voice filled with irritation.
Talking won't solve anything! It can't help us find our way out of here!
It could, maybe.
You really sure you want to just sit around? We've only got 7.5 hours left. We already wasted an hour and a half of our 9 hours.
Everyone there was already on the edge of panic. What Santa told them made them feel more intense. No one was willing to argue this time.
You're right.
Very well then. There's only one way for us to proceed.
Sure not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when Zero says jump.
Yeah. And Zero says jumpy.
Well, it's stupid to just sit around here doing nothing.
Well, thanks to Snake's card, at least we have some idea of how this all works.
Correct. And so long as we all follow the rules, we will most likely be all right.
Thank you for that addendum.
But
But what?
who's going to go in which door?
June looked toward the number doors.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't have any more than 5 people in one door.
Yeah, that would be a
All
problem.
8 of us can't go in the same door.
Then it would seem we will have to split up.
Yes.
Wait,
Lois looked terrified.
I'm telling you now, there is no way in hell that I'm going into door 5.
Okay.
Come on now, don't be selfish.
Call me whatever the hell you want. I'm not going in there. If I'm going to have to walk through all that blood, then I'd rather stay here.
Okay.
And we were doing so well.
Oh. He shook his head sadly.
Sorry, but I ain't going in there either. Someone else can go into door 5.
Okay.
Oh, Santa, not you too.
Hey man, I just bought these shoes.
I really like these shoes.
If you think I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over him, you got another thing coming.
That was the last straw.
What the hell, man? Weren't you the one who kept saying we should get going?
Yeah, so?
I want to go through
Doesn't
4.
mean I wanted to go into door 5.
Oh, God.
There was an awkward silence. Finally, Seven spoke.
Fine, I'll go into door 5.
Okay.
I can't go in there alone, though. Anyone else willing to come with me?
There was another long silence. This time, Snake was the one to break it.
I'll go.
Okay.
What?
Don't worry. You'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later.
I'm also blind. It won't matter
How
that
do you
much.
know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer.
No, it's
If
not.
you're going, I'm going too.
What am I going to do with you?
I don't know.
There's nothing you have to do.
Okay, step
if
forward.
I join you, the problem is solved, correct?
I
7
guess.
is 7, and Snake is 2.
7 is 7.
And if you add Clover's 4 and my 1, the digital route will be 5.
Yes, it will.
7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 14. The digital root of 14. 1 plus 4 is 5.
Yes.
Oh, it works perfectly.
She's so happy.
The 4 of us can go into door 5.
Wait. What about the other 4? What's their digital route gonna be?
You made it a quick mental calculation.
Lotus, Santa, June, and me. Our bracelet numbers are 8, 3, 6, and 5. 8,
Okay.
3, 6, 5. What would our digital route be?
Oh, come on, really? It would be 2! It would be
8
4.
plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 is 22. The digital root of 22.
Yeah, it's gonna
equals 2
work out
equals
fine.
4.
He repeated what he
It's
determined.
4. Add up our 4 bracelet numbers and the digital root is 4.
Then we can go into door 4.
Yeah. Huh. That worked out well.
Okay.
So the team assignments will be like this. 7, Snake, Clover, and Ace. They would go through door 5.
Yes.
Lotus, Santa, June, and me will go through door 4.
Okay.
Are these really the teams I want? Beyond door 5 is what remains of the 9th man.
Yes.
I never want to see that thing again, but something's telling me that it'd be a good idea to examine the corpse, even just a little closer. Of course, if I went through door 5, I wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa.
No.
I could bring June with me through door 5, but that means she'd have to see the body in there. I don't want to put her through that.
Nah. Junpei was torn.
Should I stay silent and go through door 4? Or should I stop them and insist on door 5?
As he turned his options over and over his mind, Ace spoke up.
All right, then. It seems we've reached a conclusion. Shall we go?
He began to walk towards door 5.
I'm going through door 5.
Clover and Snake followed, with 7 a short distance behind.
We're over there too, right, Snake?
The door's not going anywhere. Slow down.
The door's gonna run away. Hi.
Which door?
And, this seems like a good point for me to find out where my intermission screen is. I have too many scenes now after getting all those 3DS ones. Sounds like a good time for a break. So, we will determine which door we go through right after this. In the meantime, get a drink or a snack, use the restroom, stretch, release unneeded tension in your body, or join me in some sit-ups. What song do I want to use? Do I have the Somnium Files on here? Yes, I do, actually. What song do I want to pick? Let's go with this one. There, this'll be fine. I'll be back in just a bit. Alrighty. Hope everybody had a good break. Let us determine which door we are going to go in through. Yeah, let's just go through 4. It makes the most sense for the first door. Decided that door 4 would be fine.
I'll go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. There's nothing to worry about.
Yay!
I just need to stay by her side.
June, Akane, Kurashiki.
This should be fine. It's no problem this way.
No, it
I
is
should
not.
see the other 4 off.
Bye! Made no sign. He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood.
Looks like Ace and the others are going.
Yep, might as well go. Watch the other 4 walk towards their door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. Bye, friends. For long they reached door 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red. 7, 2, 4, 1.
Now then.
Ace grabbed the lever. His face tight with determination, he turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions. Bye.
Careful.
Into the bloody door. As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open, the mouth of a great hungry beast.
So horrible.
Yeps, it is. Beyond the door, Junpei knew, lay the sad remains of the 9th man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and 7 hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing.
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Yeah. Snake had no such problem, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. Probably not. Probably smells even worse to him. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splack in the pool of blood.
Snake, your shoes.
It's fine. Hurry! Or are you planning on dying with everyone else?
Everyone else is gonna
I
die.
assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Hurry up.
Sorry, Snake.
Let's go!
Go, 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 go! The 3 remaining steeled themselves and stepped through the door. Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of the metal upon metal. Junpei and his companion scrambled to the door.
Hey! How is it over there? Did you find anything? At least say something, will you?
Please.
Something's beeping.
Uh-oh.
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Uh-oh.
Do you think they're okay?
Let's hope. June's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Also, I'm gonna check this real quick. Make sure that, that's not being stupid. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was 7.
Hey, there it is! That's gotta be that dead thing!
No, I don't mean the body, I mean the other dead thing.
Come on, get over here! We gotta authenticate!
The beeping stopped.
Yes, it did. The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Whew. Looks like it stopped.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of their own.
Hey, guys! Are you doing alright over there?
Maybe. They'd heard Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure.
Yep, we're fine.
Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay?
Okay.
The dead is just like the red, but the color's different.
Okay.
You know how the red was red?
Yes, I gathered that. Thank you, Clover.
Well, the dead is blue. Other than that,
Okay.
it's just like the red.
Okay.
Authenticating is the same too.
Makes sense.
Awesome! Thanks. That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now.
Yeah.
You be careful out there.
We
Roger
will.
that.
Roger Dodger. Junpei and the others left the door 5 and headed towards the door 4.
Now it's our turn. I'll go first.
Okay. They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. 5, 3, 8, 6. 4 asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around.
Okay, we ready?
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
okay, apparently they are.
Let's go.
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them, turned back towards the red.
All right, let's go.
With strength and determination, he pulled the lever. Pull the lever, Kronk! Wrong lever!
Run!
Run, run, run! The 4 of them leapt through the door together. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold, electronic sound come from their left wrist.
Oh, damn.
In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to
It's
flash.
counting down.
The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists. The numbered door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
We can't go back!
Of course we can, Santa!
We need to hurry and find the device.
Hey! Where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap! Start looking!
I already am!
Alright, settle down. They began to run, looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would likely have discerned that the doors lead to cabins.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh no! How many rooms do you think there are?
Too many. Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but his best guess there were 7 or 8 of them.
Ah, fuck! We don't have time to count.
Junpei ran to the nearest door.
Just need to open them all.
He grabbed the knob and shook it hard.
It won't open.
It didn't feel locked, more like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Turned around to find another door, saw the companion already ran to the doors. No, they didn't see how much having success he had. Their own words confirming his fears.
Shit, this one's no good.
Same here.
It's not moving!
Uh-oh. Was last to speak up. As Junpei looked in her direction, his eyes caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small, red blinking
There
light.
it is! At the end of the hallway! Run!
Run! Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and pulled them toward the light. Santa called out to them as he ran.
Hey, how many more seconds do we have?
How would I know?
Our time limit is 81 seconds!
Were you
I know
counting?
That, God damn it! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left.
Were you counting? Not likely, Junpei. Yeah. Junpei figured a minute had already passed since the door closed behind them. If that was true. Urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat at the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them.
Hurry! It's the dead! Get over here!
Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner panel.
Come on, everyone!
The 3 quickly followed suit. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever downward. Whew! We're safe.
Looks like it stopped.
His hands beginning to steady, Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the 4 companions began to look around.
There's another door at the end of the hallway.
Another door? See, a heavy-looking set of double doors. Then the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger door were two smaller
Let's
ones.
try this one first. And of course it won't open.
How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he'd wondered? Or perhaps he corrected himself, more a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage.
A keyhole.
I think that's Mars. Over the keyhole was a small symbol engraved in the brass.
What's this mark? Mail?
I wasn't quite sure how to make of it, and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him.
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars.
Ooh.
Well, technically, they are the same symbol. But I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway.
Mm-hmm.
The symbols of the solar system.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. The sun.
The Earth. Oh, Saturn.
And Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So this
that makes
isn't
sense.
the man symbol. It's a symbol for Mars?
This just in, all men are from Mars.
I think so, yes.
I see. Wait, where's Santa?
While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check the other doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again.
Yeah, so, I looked the place over.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Oh, so we're trapped.
Then that must mean...
We only have 2 more doors.
All hail the door gods. You know, there are a lot more than 9 doors. This game should be renamed. We've seen way more than 9 doors. Each of them had a metal plate attached to it.
Maybe it's the room number.
B92 and B93.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93.
Yes.
All right, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
Why didn't they just say, I'll open this one? Put his hand on the doorknob, and Santa moved to the other door. They made it through the numbered doors alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded.
1, 2, 3!
In unison, they pushed against their respective doors. And probably found themselves in a new room. June followed Junpei as he threw open his door. They turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
Hey, it opened.
Yay!
Yeah, it did.
Doors work, finally! Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
I didn't expect that.
They looked deep into the other's eyes. They nodded firmly. Junpei then walked closer to Santa, put his hand on his shoulder, looking deep again in his eyes, squeezed his shoulder very tightly, and nodded once again.
It was so easy.
Lotus's calm voice broke through their thoughts.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan.
Probably.
I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet.
As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued.
Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find it.
Okay.
Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Mental lock number 3. Seek a way out. Alright. Jumpy, where are you going? I was thinking of going to Lotus's room. Do you think maybe you could look around here a little more? There's a lot to do all by myself. The vase looks very expensive. I wonder how much we could get it for. Are you gonna steal it? Hee. This is a kind of weird looking picture. You think it's an abstract painting or something? Looks kinda like a demon with an elephant-like nose, sucking on a human being's brain. Where the hell did that come from? What's her brain made of? Probably gray matter. Can't say I'd mind finding out a little more. Can't say I'd mind finding out what her brain is made out of. Okay. Matches. It's a box of matches. There are matches inside, obviously. Junpei looked down blankly at what he was holding, then up at June.
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Speaking of fire, is your fever better?
Yes, I'm fine.
June certainly looked
Let me
fine.
see your forehead.
Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds.
Guess it really has gone down.
Are you worried about me?
Yes, you literally almost passed out. Granted, it was after seeing a dead body, but still? Yes.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Aww. June blushed and giggled.
By the way, Jumpy,
Yes?
how did you end up here?
Some guy kidnapped me.
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night.
Mm-hmm.
You inhaled some white smoke and passed out.
Yes.
When you woke up, you were on D-Deck.
Yes?
Damn straight.
But is that really the truth?
Yes?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding something from me?
No.
No, why would I?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious.
Oh?
I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Small world. I mean, clearly, it's just a small world. You get kidnapped all the
I
time.
could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
Are you?
What would I hide?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
How would I know if you're hiding something? You're hiding it.
You mean like the number of men I've dated?
What a specific topic. Junpei's heart stumbled over itself.
Do you want to know?
Yes, Akane, this is the thing I want to know in this situation. You had to admit, he was a little curious. God damn it,
Don't
Junpei.
worry.
She smiled at him.
Only 18.
Oh, only? Okay.
Time 0. Yeah, I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
No. June looked a little embarrassed and scratched the back of her head in a desperate attempt to seem nonchalant.
Yeah, I see.
Twister, there's water all over in this. We're on a boat. We're on a sinking boat. But thank you for the water. Junpei coughed quietly in much the same way.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything.
This conversation started because of matches.
Just like you, Jumpy.
Junpei's thirst.
When I woke up, I was on D-Deck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school.
It is weird.
I wonder.
June nodded. For a few moments, she had a faraway look of someone deep in thought.
Look for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. So?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
Okay.
You got any ideas who it might be?
No, nothing.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers, or maybe the principal.
Okay.
Or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
No, I can barely remember any of them.
No, those two I can't remember. I only remember the teacher or the
Yeah,
principal.
I know.
Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Elementary school. Elementary, my dear Watson. Was there just anything strange that had happened in elementary school? As he searched the room, he continued to rack his brain. It's a round wooden table. Ah! Jumpy, what are you doing? We don't have time to be relaxing on a sofa. No. It's a display case. But there's nothing being displayed. How sad. Looks like the drawers are empty, too. Ooh, a bed. It's a light blue blanket with some designs on it. Someone's made the bed, or at least never unmade it. Only bed sheets under the blanket, nothing exciting. Anything under the pillows. Look, there's two pillows right next to each other. It's a double. Huh? What's up? You're turning red. Oh, wait. Huh? What's up? You're turning red. Man, is her fever back? Hey, are you alright? You need to lie down for a minute. I'm fine. I think it's still a little early for that. And story, why does he have to think so long of it? Why not? Huh? Hey, seriously, are you really okay? What about Akane's thirst? Do you have water for that? A bed frame. Now we don't have to worry about falling off. I toss and turn when I sleep. She's blushing again. What the hell is she thinking about? Anything about the posts? Bed frame. Okay. Doesn't look like anything else there. It's a bottle with water in it. This is a bedroom. You probably have it here because your throat always feels dry when you wake up, you know? My throat's dry, but I think that's because I'm a little nervous right now. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Well, we did run a lot, so we're kind of sweaty. Hey, Jumpy, do you want to take a shower together? What a casual thing. Just like, man, we're really sweaty. Hey, do you want to go shower? Whoa! Just kidding. Too late to take it back. My brain's already working out the picture. My throat was dry already. This sure isn't helping. Look, a distraction. This isn't a painting. It's a map. It's like a map of ship's interior. Oh, this was a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Let's take it with us. Now possible to use the map screen. Map screen. The map screen can only be viewable during story sections, blah 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 blah. You require a course of this section. Pressing that will allow you to see bird's eye view of the room. Junpei took one last look and the map folded up and slid into his pockets. June looked up as he closed it.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Probably.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship.
I don't know. Like that looked quite a bit like a cruise ship to me. It had an elevator. It had elevators and a very, very fancy stairway. Like, the only thing it's really missing is some like game rooms or whatever, and we've barely seen half of the ship. Most of the actual fun things on a cruise ship are like on the top of the ship.
Everything in here is really retro. Huh. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said?
No. Ooh.
Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
This is the Titanic, clearly.
That's a good point. I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason.
Or it's just the most famous boat sinking that everybody probably knows.
Do you think this boat is...
The actual Titanic?
The actual Titanic?
The actual Titanic? You mean it, like, slipped through time and ended up here?
No, we're in the bottom of the ocean.
Before the ship sunk on April 14th, 1912?
Huh? What the hell are you smoking?
Junpei, you're the one who suggested it was the
Huh?
actual Titanic.
Did I get it wrong?
Junpei grinned and shook his head.
No, that's not. I mean, come on. I mean, slipped through time? Seriously? I was talking about the controversy surrounding the Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
Controversy? What do you mean?
Haven't you heard of it? It's pretty famous, you know?
Ooh.
The Titanic had a sister ship that was essentially identical.
Uh-huh.
It was called the Olympic.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, I have heard of that. I think I heard it was troubled by a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
And the company that owned it didn't know what to do
Time
with
travel?
it, right?
Don't be silly, June.
So they made the Olympic up to look just like the brand new Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They also took out a huge insurance policy on it before it set sail.
Huh. That would mean that the real Titanic never sank.
Yeah,
Sure.
the ships got swapped. The real Titanic was renamed the Olympic in secret. They used it as a passenger ship for more than 20 years.
Hey, wait a minute. Wouldn't that mean it retired in 1935?
Yeah.
Huh? Well, yeah, I guess sometime around then, yeah.
Well, what happened to it after that?
I heard it was dismantled.
Dismantled? Then it doesn't matter, does it?
I mean, it could have been rebuilt.
Whichever boat the real Titanic was, it doesn't exist anymore. It was either retired and dismantled, or sunk in the Atlantic by the curse.
What? What curse?
But then that would mean that this ship is...
Wait, what did you just say?
Huh?
Sank in the Atlantic because of what?
The curse.
The curse.
What do you mean, a curse?
See, you use it, and then it lowers your speed, but raises your attack and defense. But if you're a ghost type, it cuts your HP in half and lays a curse on the opponent. And then they will lose a quarter of their HP every turn, unless they switch out.
A curse is a curse. This one
exactly.
is the curse of the Egyptian mummy.
Ooh. Junpei couldn't understand how June managed to maintain a straight face to say that.
Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid.
Yes, most mummies are, in fact, stolen from pyramids. Where's the line between archaeology and grave robbing?
And they say that the mummy had a history.
Ooh, what sort of history?
Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths.
Okay.
Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before.
Sure.
Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
No, I've heard of Return the Slab or Suffer My Curse.
So you're saying the
man in gauze, the man in gauze, King Ramses. Isn't Amun-Ra a god, not a priestess? Depending on... I'm pretty sure, both. Because I know that pharaohs and priestesses were also considered gods in, by the Egyptians. By the ancient Egyptians.
That's right!
June's eyes had lit up with excitement like a child with a new toy.
That's stupid. I don't buy it.
It's
Curses
true.
aren't real.
How can you be so sure?
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy.
Are you my mummy?
It was really mysterious. Totally unbelievable.
It was covered in gauze and stuff.
What is so unbelievable about it?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Okay. Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
Pretty?
Yes?
But she was a mummy.
Junpei confirmed, not a cougar hunter. He does not want mummies.
That's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah?
You know, like proper god, like an alternate name for Ra. There's Ot. There's, we're... I know Khnum, I know, Ra. I think it's like Autumnra. And then Kepri, the beetle. There's one other that's like evening? I don't remember.
The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, saponification, but that's not what it was.
No, something completely different from actual science.
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
I was frozen today.
What? Frozen?
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water?
Yes.
Well, all of that water was frozen.
Okay.
The story says
Yes.
that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic.
Yes, all of that ice in ancient Egypt, known for its many icefall.
Even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
Later Egyptian mythos and gods Ra and Amun were considered Amun-Ra.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
We didn't know that Egypt had ice.
I didn't know?
Yup. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
What?
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
I mean, there's a logic to that, but shaved ice doesn't last long in the desert. June and Junpei talked a little more, and then went back to their investigation. But even as they did, his mind went back to what she told him.
Ice that doesn't melt, even in the desert? Does something like that really exist?
Maybe.
No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it?
Ice in a desert that doesn't melt. That's called water. The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Like he'd eaten his ice cream too fast. Ooh, a key. Dresser key. A key. Do you think it's the key to the dresser? It's a dresser. There's nothing on top. This is a mirror for the dresser. And now she's playing with her hair. Does she even realize she's doing that? Hey, we don't have time for that. Come on, it's not like there's anyone here you need to impress. Yes, there is. Ooh. Oh, poor Junpei. What? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Oh, forget it, Jumpy. Nothing else inside. Stool have anything? Chair goes with a dresser. There's nothing particularly interesting about it. Yeah, okay. Nothing that way. Literally just the two of you here. Drawers are empty too. Does this have any? I can't touch that apparently. Is there anything else on the map? There is actually something. This door. There's a bathroom wall. There's square tiles all over it. It's just a shower head, nothing special about it. There's a little blue platform protruding from the walls next to the knobs. It's for putting the soap on. I used to shower once, so I know this. Only once. There's a shower knob. Let's see if anything happens when we turn it. No water's coming out. What's here? That's that. What's the curtain? Shower curtains, huh? Let's try closing it. Okay. It's the shower head. Feels dry though. No one used it in a long time. Now I can see the full expanse of shower curtains, all with its waterproof glory. There's nothing. Suspicious. Just a normal old shower curtain. Showers are actually kind of rare in Japan. Yeah, but this is also a boat. Normal shower. I'm staying here with June. This is awkward. Time to open the curtain. Well, let's check the toilet. There's nothing there. The tank's empty too. There isn't even any water in it. Grab some more toilet paper. Collection of full and partially depleted rolls of toilet paper. Someone was well prepared. Nothing too suspicious about it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Yeah, why don't we go back to the living room? Okay, let's go back. Alright, let's check out the other room. Jumpy, where are you going? I was going to go over to Lotus's room. Why? What do you mean, why? I'm just gonna check it up with him. There's nothing wrong with that? Well, no. Come back soon. Your thing. I'll leave the rest to you. Sure, leave it to me. Alright, off to the other room. There's a square tile in front of the frame. It's glued in there quite well. I don't think you can take it out. Looks like a valuable vase. Empty, though. Seems a room on the left side of the vase. Let's check in here. Room back is dark. Aren't there any lights? Huh? It's a light switch, right? Sweet, I could use some light. Shoot, no dice. Think the bulbs are burned out? Either that, or the electricity in the room is deliberately shut off. Crap about why it doesn't work. It doesn't work, and we can't do shit about it. It's way too dark to see anything. We're gonna need some light. How is it this dark? Whatever. Let's see this. Yes! Yes, it worked! We got a plate. Strange design. It's ceramic. Doesn't look like there are any puzzles on it. Using a mirror for the dresser. Damn straight. Nothing weird about it, though. Looks like it doesn't light, can't turn on. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something else in this room. Candle with a candlestick. This might come in handy. I know, if I use the matches to light the candle. Lit candle! So you lit the candle. I'm sure it'll light up a dark place. I was gonna light the candle, maybe we can go in, but it gets so hot when I hold it, I want to put it down. Well, why don't you sit on top of the dresser? Flat there, at least it won't fall over. Oh yeah, good idea. Hey, it's got pretty bright. Now we can look around a little. It's a bed. Curtain? Curtain, huh? Well, it's got these metal rings, so you can probably hang on something. It doesn't look like a normal curtain. Maybe it feels... I think it's waterproof. I'm gonna make this a shower curtain. Shower curtain, huh? Thing underneath the pillows. 2 pillows in a pile. Oh. A pile of pillows. Is that supposed to be some kind of joke? Hey, calm down. Anything under the blanket? Nope, nothing suspicious. Anything under the blanket? Girl with red eyes was staring at me? Gah! Oh, I'm just messing with you. There's nothing there. Huh? Hey, what the heck? It just got dark all of a sudden. Maybe the candle got blown out. You go see. Wow, that was a really quick candle to burn. There's a candlestick melted wax on top. Hey, what's this? Oh, the candlestick looks kind of weird. You're right, it's all bumpy. It's a key! Alright. That's a display case. Check it out, the plate's shit really expensive. You want to take a look? Let's use the candlestick key on this. Let's see if the candlestick key will do anything. Yes, it opened! Alright, put that shit open. So far, this is going really obvious. A lot more obvious than find that find the thing underneath the pillow, honestly. Whatever.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute?
Sure. Santa has shown up out of nowhere and gave Junpei no small start.
Here, take this.
Santa pulled something out of his pocket.
A bookmark?
Okay. Looked like a bookmark. It had a 4-leaf clover in it.
What is this for? Do you want me to read a book?
Yes.
I found it in between some of the cushions on the sofa.
Okay.
Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it anyway.
Okay. So why are you
Then
giving
why
it to
don't
me?
you hold on to it?
Santa gave him a wry smile.
You know what I hate most in the world?
Stupid questions?
I got 4 things.
Okay. God, this is so much funnier knowing that this is Sean Chiplock, because he also voices Mista in JoJo Part 5.
Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love, and luck?
Damn straight.
And you hate these things?
I hate the number 4.
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Not really, but...
I hate love. Junpei tried to figure out how to best phrase what he wanted to say.
What does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Scratched the back of his ear and looked awkward.
Well, see, each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay?
Okay.
And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words.
Okay.
It's like flower language.
Okay. I don't speak Floralia.
Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Okay.
Leaf words.
Junpei looked at the bookmark.
Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Mm-hmm.
The meaning of the leaves on a 4-leaf clover.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay?
Okay.
Just touching it gives me the creeps.
I don't want faith, hope, luck, and love.
Take the damn thing, alright?
Okay. Danced a shiver with disgust and shoved the bookmark in Junpei's confused hands. You want to do? Sure. Decided to take it. After all, why shouldn't he?
Alright, sure. I'll take it.
He shoved the thing into his pocket and gave Santa a last confused look.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better now.
Oh, you have no idea how much I hate those things.
That thing was a real pain, you know?
It gave me a paper cut.
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know?
I mean, sure.
Hope, faith, love, even your destiny.
That's not what luck is. Luck and destiny are very much not the same thing. What happened to Santa? Junpei wondered. How become such a bitter person? For a moment, they looked at each other.
Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
He is Mista.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly.
No, I only care about pestilence.
Maybe back in the Dark Ages, that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century.
This is the
I'm a 21st century guy.
I'm just scared of the number 4.
I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
'Cause it's a half-ass number.
I shouldn't have taken a drink for that.
Not the best or the worst. That's why.
What?
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What is this reasoning?
What are you...
Santa's explanation made no sense. No, it didn't. Junpei was even more confused than before.
You play?
Play what?
Play?
You mean like the stock market?
You mean like the stock market?
Nah, that's not what I mean.
Oh.
Why the hell would you think that?
I mean, my stocks are doing pretty
I
good.
mean, yeah, I do stocks too, but...
This last statement, more or less thrown away by Santa, caught Junpei very much by surprise.
You? A stockbroker?
Yeah, got a problem with that?
No, you don't look like the type.
What Junpei didn't say, of course, was that he didn't think Santa looked smart enough to be a stockbroker.
That stuff's just like gambling, you know? All you gotta do is bet on the winning horse.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that hard about it.
You sure sound pretty confident.
Yeah?
So, are you betting on winning horses?
Of course I am.
Yeah?
You remember a couple years back when the stock for Cradle Pharmaceuticals shot through the roof?
Yeah?
Stacked a few bills over that, if I do say so myself.
Ooh, well done.
Huh.
That's all Junpei could think of. He never heard of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Fortunately, he was saved quickly from further embarrassment.
Hey, how long are you gonna stand around wasting time? Stop screwing around.
Okay. Voice screaming at them from the other room was unmistakably Lotus's. Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
The lady has spoken.
Santa sighed.
We better get back to work before we really piss her off.
Yeah,
I don't want her
probably.
beating me up.
Has she already done that? I figure out who the winning horses are so I can bet on the losing horse. That Santa walked away slowly.
Hey, wait! We weren't done!
Put it all on Lasty. Started after Santa intended to catch him, but... Lotus appeared from the next room, blocking his path. Her posture suggested she was not about to let him pass. There was nothing for it. He had lost.
Okay, I'll get back to work. Damn it.
Her glare suggested that any other choice would not have ended pleasantly for him. Junpei mumbled to himself under his breath and went back to searching. Alright, we have a shower curtain. Let's check the bathroom. This is the bathroom wall. The whole wall is covered in these square tiles. Same stuff for this. Whoa, look, Junpei! There's a mushroom growing out of the wall! That's a shower head. There's a shower knob. I tried turning it, all water came out. This thing's a little shelf for putting soap on. Alrighty. Curtain. Put it on here. And curtain hanging on the... Let's put that shower curtain. Let's try spraying the curtain. Ooh, a hole. Wow, that's pretty obvious peephole. Someone's really dedicated. With a hole this big, you gotta wonder if maybe they wanted to be caught. So you're saying maybe the one getting spied on was into that shit? Maybe they were into, like, the home invasion fantasies? Home invasion? Interesting. I see. You two are real idiots, you know that? Yes, we are. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Is there anything in that toilet? Guess not. Tank's empty, too. Some toilet paper. Got 2 rolls, I guess. Let's try spraying the curtain. Hole in the curtain. If I look the ways back, I can see a single tile. Alright, from here, we can see what the tile is. Looks like it's 5th from the top row, 3rd from the right. Might as well put it back. White tile, 5th from the right. Let's have a closer look. Nothing strange here. Nope, thing's not budging. Well, then that means... I'm gonna guess it's in the other room, then. Hey Junpei, that tile you got, you think maybe you're supposed to put one of these in these empty spaces? I mean, the pattern does look kind of the same, doesn't it? He's right. I think so too. If that's the case, you need to collect all 3 tiles. Don't you think we should collect them all before you start putting them in? Alright, fine. What's up? You're going back already? I can't just leave June there by herself. What, you think you're a knight or a protector or something? You're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. Oh, that's not the, never mind. That is not the, bathroom. Bathroom lotus tile, so particular pile. Maybe I'll look in the same place here. Alright, now it was 5th from the top, 3rd from the right. What are you mumbling about, Jumpy? Oh, sorry. Could you be quiet for a moment. I don't want to forget this. Here it is. Yes, this one's loose. I can get this on my nails, and yes. Yay! Me here in the bathroom. You did a good job finding it. This one side has a design like the rest of the bathroom tiles. The other side has a black and white design. I've seen the pattern somewhere before. That was easy enough. The exit, and gonna go check on Lotus and Santa. Now to do this. Tile in the frame, so I'm gonna put them, or I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh goodness. No, that was easy. Yes! I did it! There, picture complete. And there goes the frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in the ball. Like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. The Mars key! Junpei messed around a bit with the key he had and looked blankly at the picture that slid down.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
Santa had only been mumbling to himself, but it drew Lotus's attention. She looked at the picture and paused.
I think I've seen this picture before.
Yeah, so have I. It's in the other room.
Where?
In a book.
Ooh.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory.
Okay.
I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of
Morphogenetic field, son! We finally found it. We found the line. Alright, we can end the stream now. That's all we needed. We just need morphogenetic fields. I'm kidding.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
Santa put his hands on his head and thought they were as though he were in great pain. Lotus merely arched an eyebrow in his direction and continued.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
Okay.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
That's like how phones work. Lotus did not look pleased.
Alright, how about this?
Okay.
Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Okay.
Telepathy?
Telepathy.
Yes, telepathy.
No, telepathy.
Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Okay. Santa suddenly burst into laughter.
Are you serious? Telepathy?
Yes.
Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s?
I mean, I am.
I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
I mean, why not?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. Lotus's response was surprisingly curt. Junpei had expected at least some conflict.
I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said.
Okay.
It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory.
Okay.
There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah, well, wow.
But even so,
Even so, I'm at least curious.
Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book.
Okay. What was indicated the picture they had all been looking at? For a moment, she walked up to the strange picture, examined it, and then spoke.
Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
Santa answered first.
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
Like? Clearly, it is, I have to go with this.
Funya Rimpa. See? I mean, this totally looks like one. Here and here.
A Funya Rimpa. Junpei indicated parts of the picture that looked exactly like the other parts. After 3 seconds of silence, Lotus looked at Junpei.
What the hell is a Funya Rimpa?
What do you mean? What the hell is a Funya Rimpa? You mean you don't know?
Junpei, you are not sounding convincing with this.
How the hell would I know?
How could you not know?
Oh, this is great.
That's practically blasphemous.
Oh, say you're sorry. Apologize to the Funya Rimpa. Goodness, you are such a rude woman.
This sounds like they just let the voice actor do. They just let the voice actor do whatever he wanted. Obviously, they didn't, but eh. Another 3 seconds of awkward silence went by. Lotus opened her mouth as she shook.
Junpei, are you just screwing around?
Yes.
Forget it. I'm just gonna tell you. This is a dog.
Okay.
See? Like this.
Lotus pointed out the ports of the pictures, and eventually a dog took shape in them. Puppy. It looked as though she had a point. Sort of. It was a dog. Santa also nodded in agreement.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
I thought it was a demon elephant. Lotus nodded and began to speak.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once.
Okay.
They took 2 similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These 2 pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat.
Okay.
The other one, well, to make it easier.
Yes.
Let's just say it was this picture of a dog.
Let's just say it was this one.
So, their experiment.
Okay.
First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world, outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects. Roughly 1,000 people.
Okay.
They were shown the 2 pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture.
Okay.
Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show.
Which was?
During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people.
Okay.
After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many.
Yes. Explain more.
After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test.
Yes, okay.
They were, however, given the same tests and the same 2 pictures.
And?
The results were startling.
Okay.
10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture.
Yes.
The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically.
Nope.
The dog picture, however, produced a very different result.
Okay.
The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase.
It's been a while since I've done that in statistics, but I actually don't think it is.
So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment?
No.
There was no way the second group could have seen the picture.
Okay.
They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up.
Yeah, okay, I see that. Still pretty sure that it's been a while since I've done that for statistics, but I don't think that's actually significant.
Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
It means people like dogs more than women. Lotus looked back and forth from Junpei to Santa and back again. Normally calm and collected, she looked now as though she were very nearly possessed, and there was something manic about her manner. Santa took an involuntary step backwards. Junpei didn't budge, and stared straight back into Lotus's eyes.
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field, or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier?
Maybe.
A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer,
Mm-hmm.
then that information will pass through the field. Huh.
Psych!
Her manner suddenly shifted, and Lotus smiled broadly at Junpei and Santa. She waved her hand dismissively, doing her best to laugh the whole confrontation off.
I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously.
Okay, I won't then.
Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen.
Yes?
But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them.
That's true.
In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
At last, it seemed that Santa had gained control of his composure.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute.
Lotus, you were just complaining to us about, like, us talking about the stock market and this stupid bookmark, and now you're telling us a story you didn't even believe?
I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, right.
Santa, you don't seem so sure. Santa and Lotus laughed and gave each other another jovial claps on the shoulder. Junpei, however, did not feel much like laughing. Something felt wrong, unclear.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Alright.
Word.
Santa and Lotus walked away from the picture, but Junpei stayed, staring at the picture of the dog.
Huh. A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Alright, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys get the door. Get the door. Okay. Roger that. Yes, it unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good, now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. Alright, let's go. You found it! Alright. I think that this is probably the closest thing to a good saving spot we will find in this game. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. This was fun. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. It's been a while since I've seen a lot of these dumb options, so I'm very happy to see them again. So, thanks everybody for coming. Tomorrow we'll be back with more Mario Sunshine. We'll be back with more 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And yeah, we will see what the rest of this will do for us. For now, let's find our raid target. Who could it be? Who could it be? Who is even live at the moment? Oh, a lot of people are on Smash. I assume Steve is out already. Yeah, you know what? Let's just raid Shadow, who is currently doing marbles for Trans Lifeline. So, copy in the raid message, put in any raid emotes that you enjoy. We'll be starting up the raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.